What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a very special episode of Beers and Footy. I say very special all the time, but it's always a special time to have my main man, Rennie 04 baby, with me. What's doing?
Can't be. Good to be back.
Cheers,
brother.
mate.
Cheers, my man.
How good is it Friday?
Friday night footy.
Oh, man. The beers
Mother's
tasting
milk.
good. Mother's milk. Make sure to go out and grab some. But we've got the fucking... an absolute bell ringer today, bro. An absolute bell ringer. Roosters v the Eels. Yes, the Roosters are decimated by injury, but I think this is an Eels opportunity to really say we are a top four side.
Really make a statement tonight. It's at Bank West, correct?
Yep, looks incredible. Look how good that looks.
Yeah, I mean, that makes you miss rugby
Fucking,
league.
I was literally
Running
about to say 100%.
That's the only thing I miss is running out.
Yep. Yeah, running out. None of the
Running out,
contact,
that's
none
it.
of the fucking shit lines
No,
you got to run.
that's it.
None of the scoots out of your own end with fucking big forwards ready to dry hump you.
Putting my jeans on and getting ready to go to Sapphire and the Cross.
And that run out though, fuck, and you just...
There's no feeling like it.
Nah, there really isn't. There really isn't.
Teddy, big shoes to fill tonight. Obviously, as you said, a decimated team. So, mate, how good's this Walker kid been? Obviously, I haven't been on for a few weeks. I'm sure you've spoken plenty about him, but
Yeah, mate, he's been incredible. Absolutely incredible. Me and Finch were of the mind, he's incredible. It's been 5 games. Let's just fucking...
just relax.
Let's relax,
Fall
boys.
back.
Let's
You know
relax.
what I like about him is that his selection of pass. So you find halves that'll try and bullet pass or try and find the mark. He's even got that looping pass that'll just find tubes or find that attacking player and hit him straight on the chest.
Yep,
The
absolutely.
timing of his passing, old head on a young body. I mean, he's...
And the calmness. I think the Cronulla game was a perfect example. He had a tough first half, Wade Graham really worked him over, but to keep his head and go, I can still impact this game.
Yep.
I don't need to put my head down here and be like, oh, fuck, might have missed a few tackles or whatever. I'm still here.
Just doesn't need to overplay his hand as a young half. I mean, obviously, not having Keary in the side, he's got to step up, but he's doing a fantastic job at the moment.
He's only 18.
It's incredible. I don't think I had pubes at 18.
Oh, my God. 18, I think back to myself as 18, I was like, I feel like I was never actually thinking about anything. I was just existing. Do you know what I mean? I was never actually considering the ramifications of my actions.
No.
It was just
Considering
constantly...
110 kilo back row is hitting on me inside shoulder anyway.
Yeah, yes, fucking oath. But, no, he is, honestly, he's truly something special. I wonder, the interesting thing, and obviously he's going to put on muscle over the next few years, but just how his body handles, people targeting him.
The continual impact. I mean, I've heard Joey say he's a 15-year halfback, but obviously with the intensity of the game, the amount of injuries there's been in the last sort of couple of years since the rule change, hopefully he does stay injury-free, but he is special.
Mate, so just some of the choices he makes is how do you have the guts to do that at such a young age?
Exactly. You've got no fear at that age.
Nah, just none. Literally none. Eels though, they're looking good. You've got the Melbourne Storm win they had. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, they've done what they're supposed to do against teams that aren't in the top 8. But I think Brad Arthur will see this as a real opportunity to confirm to his team, we are the real deal. I know Roosters are missing players, but Roosters are not easy beats ever.
No, never. Even with the reduced side, they want to grab them by the jugular and emulate what Melbourne did last night, I guess, to a team that was decimated with injury as well.
Yep.
And suspension, but...
You find the rare blip with the Roosters, it seems to be against the Rabbitohs, where they'll just get pumped out of nowhere.
Yep.
But outside of that, they very, very rarely, that's offside. They very, very rarely... That was accident offside. Why isn't that a penalty?
What about Chechen's haircut? Jesus.
What about... I'm loving Gatho's fucking disgusting mo. It's so beautiful.
Oh, it's just the hair, everything.
Wow. Reid Marnie has been outstanding this year. Oh,
look.
fuck. He played at that.
Every time I come
Bruh.
in, jinx someone, don't you, Kempy?
Fuck me. Every time you say he's killing it, and then they'll fucking drop it or something.
Even Big Papali playing in the... He's pushed his way into the starting side. I mean, he's
pushed
been
him
outstanding.
If he was off contract, right now,
Yeah.
I'd pay $600K for him.
He's an animal.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it. Where did he come from?
I didn't even know he played footy, honestly. I honestly didn't.
I just knew he had a famous last name.
Yeah, Papali'i. No, I was not even aware that he was an NRL player. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He's come from nowhere.
Like, I know, like, Warriors are tough because they're out of sight, out of mind. So sometimes, like, you may not know one of their juniors, Tupu, Mr. Reliable, Tupu. But I just, the kind of not fringe first grade. Oh, he was a fringe first grader at Warriors. I just wasn't aware of. So when they signed him, I was like, oh yeah, just one of those like backup signings.
Yeah.
That's what I saw him as, because I went and looked at his record, and when it looked at the games he'd play, a guy with a lot of talent, but hadn't really reached his potential. But wow, has he fucking blown us all away with the way? And it's not just the flashy stuff he's done. He's done the hard work that isn't usually associated with flashy players.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. It's a work off the ball that, you identify that as a casual fan, most people don't see. But look, he deserves his spot in the starting lineup. And is Madison back? Madison
is back, yeah.
Yeah, right. So,
I think so. So he's on one edge and Madison's on the other, and Sean Lane is in the middle. Oh, Sean Lane, that's so Sean Lane has started in the middle, I think. Maybe Junior Paulo's on the bench.
Teddy ball.
Wow. Great try.
There.
Look at that. Injury ravaged, and they've just gone to Bankwest and scored the first.
Wow. Fast, the Roosters.
But like, they're injury ravaged, but like they've got such depth in in key positions, and they've still got Joe Manu, Victor Radley, Tedesco, Angus Crichton, Hargreaves, Morris.
Absolutely nothing to do with the salary cap. They all fit straight under.
Surely try time here. Even like a guy like this, Ikavalu, he's a fucking good ball runner, bro. Wow, what a finish. He scored 4 tries last year as well. They got him waiting in the wings.
Yes. So you lose Brett Morris, you bring him in.
It's crazy. Man, that sucked last week with Brett Morris.
Devastating.
Angus Mawson said, who's winning this game? Who's winning tonight's game? I've tipped the Eels, but I'm close to changing that tip. I've tipped the Eels. I think the Eels. This is from Alex Rabati. Hey, Rennie, what's your thoughts on Samoa not taking the Johns boys and SBW on board?
I think we should speak about that at halftime.
Okay.
We'll leave that, for halftime.
Yeah, leave it for halftime. Because I was actually forgot to ask you, I was like, can we talk about it before?
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
But yeah, great start for the Roosters. Great start.
Teddy. Big
wow.
Sivo. Should have done better there.
Got to get him out there somehow, some way. That's crazy. A guy like this can just come in, and he's a good ball runner, great, like a hard ball runner, a lot of tackle breaks. Look at that from Teddy. That's poor from Sivo. He did not need to come in on his. He did not. They're man on man.
Opportunity to put him over the sideline there. He's just trying to barge him off over the sideline just with the shoulder charge.
Yep. Here he is, your man. I will say though, his converting doesn't look smooth.
No.
The way he goal kicks.
His hamstrings haven't developed.
Yeah, he's still fucking just out. He's fresh out of the fizz. Let's have a look at the numbers here.
He's fresh out of the worm.
Yeah, that's poor there because Moses got his man. Yeah. Moses got his man. Sivo was ball watching.
Yeah.
Sivo was ball watching. He definitely needed to. Look at the chick in the background. She's loving it. On the right. She had the creepy eyes.
Jeez.
But yeah, Sivo there just caught ball watching. If you're ever a winger, if you're just constantly looking at the ball, you don't know what's outside you and what the spacing's like, and you're also not looking at what your spacing is like between you and the centre. And so Sivo needed to, as a winger, you need to keep doing this, so that you can gauge where you need to be, so that you can get your winger if you need to be. In saying that, he'll probably steamroll him later and make up for it.
Yeah.
But even like they've lost Verrills as well. Fuck, honestly. You know who's probably one of the most consistent players in the NRL right now? It's Angus Crichton.
Yeah, I mean, he's just looking bigger and stronger, and he's really developed. I mean, he was doing great at South, but now he's kind of an enforcer.
Yeah, 100%.
Shots on.
Yep. Kind of like a classy enforcer in the sense of like he doesn't do it grubby. He does it in the right way, the disciplined way. And never gives an inch. I've heard with both Rabbitohs boys and Roosters boys that he trains 100 miles an hour. He doesn't have an on and off switch. It's fucking. He does have an on and off switch. He doesn't have gears.
Right.
It's just fucking always full tilt, which is
it reflects his game, doesn't it?
Exactly. Which I was about to say that like The only time a team has an issue with a bloke like that is if he does it in training and doesn't do it in the game. Yeah. And you're like, mate, you don't be a fucking hero at training and then get out there and play like a cat.
Yes, I understand.
You know what I mean? Like, that used to piss me off. A whole extra ball in the field.
Starting.
Yeah, so Madison is starting. So Sean Lane must have started in the middle. He must have Paulo on the bench to bring on some impact. Oh, no, Paulo's there. So what? So 13, I was about to say. He must be 13 then. It's a good hit from Crichton.
It is a good hit.
Fucking Regan Campbell-Gillard. Didn't he bounce back? His career looked like it was nearly done.
Yeah. Like
Panthers.
He was backing into the line a lot. And I'm obviously breaking a jaw a couple of times. You're going to have that fear of breaking it again. And he was turning his back after coming off the back fence, but he seems to be just digging into the line, finding his front. He's probably put his hand up for selection and get back into Origin.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least his name is at least there, you know?
Yes.
Oh, Niokora, fuck, he's been good. I like him at centre.
And he's playing out of position.
Yeah, I like him at centre. I really do.
Teddy.
Man, it's crazy as like, you know, it's been a quiet year for Teddy, but when you go and look at what he's actually done, he's still been playing fucking great footy.
Oh.
Fucking great footy. Look at this run. Look at that.
So
that's what you want to see.
He's not turning his back into the line anymore.
Yeah. Just that confidence.
Yeah.
It just takes time.
Yes.
I remember when I broke my ribs and my lung collapsed. Like, it took a whole preseason. Like, so I broke it early in the year. I kept playing. But anyway, let's just say by the end of the year, it was still fractured. And then I gave it a good...
Oh, ball.
I gave it a good 12 weeks. Probably about 10 weeks. And still took me quite a few weeks in preseason to get not scared. Like, if I ever heard a click or anything, I'd be like, oh, fuck, it's gone again. Yeah. Has he got HIA? Victor Radley. And it took me a while to be like, nah, it's just tissue, like it's just scar tissue and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
That's 15 minutes in the HIA.
You know what's crazy is it's just, I can't believe how
common it is now.
Yes, like, like, we just didn't notice it before?
Yeah, I mean...
I can't remember it ever, like, it was kind of just like, oh, you got a head knock, whatever. Like, but I feel like because every time I see it now, I'm like...
Well, you just think how much harder these guys are training. I thought a good ball from Junior. They're all athletes.
Yeah,
they're all powerful.
Big boys, yeah.
I mean, I put it down to the speed of the game and fatigue, putting your head in the wrong position. But just there, it was just...
Oh, that's a try. Perfect. Oh, no, they held him up.
Could have got under there.
That's a great tackle. Who did that? Is that Nat Butcher and Tedesco? That's Nat Butcher. That is fucking fantastic from Butcher. I reckon he's held him up there. I'm going against it. Rennie, back me in here. I'm going against the ref. Fuck the ref.
No, I'm going... What are you thinking?
You reckon try? I'm saying no try.
I'm trying to see who I backed. I might have to change my tip. It's too late.
I reckon no try. I reckon that Butcher has done fantastic.
Yeah, I'm saying no try.
I mean, he was right there. Look at that chop on him. Holy shit.
Knee, hands everywhere, knee.
He's held him up.
That is a no try.
That's a no try.
No try.
Mate, he's too busy getting a shit haircut, the ref. They chopped his brain off. They chopped off his brain off.
Worried. He just wanted to get his haircut on telly.
Have a look at it.
Look at it. Look at the bowl on it.
Mate, he guarantee he's a cyclist. He just
100%.
You know he is a cyclist.
He's that one bloke in the morning when you're trying to get to a job. He's just sitting in front of you.
Blowing up at you, even though he's fucking 5 meters into the lane, and you're like, bruh.
Nothing more fucking annoying than a bike rider that pulls up in front of you at a set of lights when they clearly should be staying.
Yeah. That is really fucking annoying. That is really annoying. Like, fair play, I understand you need to use the road. Like, I get it. So, but
stay in line.
Exactly. Stay in line like everyone else.
Set of lights first. Don't park in front of me.
Yeah, and then make me have to be like,
bike riders.
No try, I reckon.
No try.
Boom. I tell you what, you should have backed me in, Rennie. You have got no faith in me, mate.
Oh, no, I was backing you there.
Fuck, Regan's spraying his haircut. He's like, mate, are you fucking serious?
Serious?
Have a look at that. Fucking got more hair on me fucking moustache.
Who the fuck's your barber?
wrap my whole moustache around the back of your shaved head. That's Nat Butcher. Fair fucking. That was incredible for him to do that. Oh, sir. I think Ryan Madison, he's had some issues with his head knocks, but he's a similar-ish player to Crichton. Now, Crichton's obviously played a lot more footy, so he's been able to progress more.
Junior, pass.
It's crazy how good Junior is. Crazy. He's basically walking New South Wales side.
Oh, 100%. That's a penalty.
Wow, that's surely challenged. Surely challenged that.
Trying to get up and play the ball.
Oh, he's trying to have a look at it. He's trying to look at the replay. Fuck. He doesn't usually drop. Gutho doesn't usually drop him.
He's fighting to get up to play the ball. That's a penalty.
Oh, nah. That's just poor ball security. I mean, he was wrestling him. Like, that's probably a second go.
Yeah.
Like, because the tackle's complete, and then he lifts him up with his arm. Yep. That's a second attempt at a tackle. So if they had given a penalty for the wrestle, then I'd be fair with that. But also, Gutho probably could have held that as well.
Ikavalu, wow.
Wow, we're just wrapping him up before two, saying he's a good ball runner. Michael Murphy, tried a few of your lagers tonight, bloke in a bar, legit good, and I normally only drink IPAs and XPAs. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. This is from William. And yes, when it comes to, we do have like pale ale recipes and that, and it's really, really fucking good. We'll stick to the lager now because we just want to make sure people know that our lager is just a good quality lager. If you start like throwing out all these different, he's fallen over. If you start throwing out all these different beers, they think you're this like real crafty, fruity beer, but we're not. The lager is just a simple lager. But yeah, we've got plans for a lot of stuff with Bloke in a Bar. This is from, Dill Brown. This is from William. Would you rather be a cyclist or a current member of the Broncos squad?
I'll take a Broncos squad.
Tough times there. Oh, wow.
Sticky, icky.
Oi, Nick Sigel, if you did the same thing last week, bro, you keep doing this, you're getting banned. It's so cringe, bro. Stop spamming the same stuff over and over. Alex Rabati, Kempy, will you release any bottles? Yeah, bro, we definitely will. It's just like we're still a small business, and these things cost heaps of money. So we're just trying to make sure we do everything right. Nick Siegel, I'm being serious. If I see one more thing of you saying that, you're Gonskis, bro.
What am I missing here? Don't even give it any.
Oh, he just keeps spamming kiss each other.
What?
Yeah, just like it's not even funny.
Ban him.
Yeah, cans are also good because like you can take them to the footy and that.
Everyone loves the tinny.
Yeah, I know. But bottles are like summery to me.
Yeah.
Just like the real fresh. Oh fuck, how good is this fucking beer at the summer and that? So we've got the design all done. Everything's ready to go. It's just a matter of like cost, production, all that kind of stuff.
Defending well here, Roosters.
Like their culture is outrageous, honestly. That man is outrageous, Junior Paulo. And Peter Jackson, yes, one day we hope to release in New Zealand, but even though...
Again, Junes.
That was terrible.
What's he doing?
That was bad. That was too eager.
That's bad.
Yeah, that was a knock on.
I challenge that.
Nah, Junior
He
Paulo
went to
threw
go
that
around.
forward.
Roosters knocked it backwards.
Nah, I reckon he threw that forward, Junior Paulo.
Challenge.
You can't challenge forward passes, I don't think. I think he throws that forward.
Oh.
Alfie Hewitt. No, you can't, unfortunately, bro. With everyone listening from another country, with alcohol and excise, like it's a huge ordeal to launch in a new country. It's not like other kind of businesses that don't have alcohol excise and tax in it. So we will try to get it to other countries, but it's a very long process, and we're only new. We're only just over 12 months old. So it's just got to be patient. I'm doing everything I can. It'll come though, and I appreciate it. I appreciate that you want to try it. We'll work as hard as we can to get it out to you. That's a huge let off for the Roosters because the Eels had them under the pump.
Absolutely. Defended well. It's a little bit deflating. I think they're a little bit too lateral at the moment, Para. Bit too much side to side.
And that's their massive problem.
Yes.
They have all the time. Is like any time the Eels are struggling, they're going side to side and they're trying to win on every play. Mm-hmm. Whereas like you look at the Penrith, like Cleary will gladly keep you on your line, just repeat setting you.
Oh, absolutely.
Just gladly. Melbourne Storm, same thing. You know what I have been noticing? Is two game plans is very similar. Is Storm and Penrith. Is they'll both nearly in every set spread it to the defensive 3-in. So they'll do a massive 2-pass shift, get their wide running forward on the opposing half, and then go.
Play a bob set, so blind, open, blind. Stay on that 3-man.
Yep. So they'll go up one side. So let's say they catch the ball on the right side of the field. They'll take a scoot, then they'll either take another one, and then they'll spin it and hit that 3-man and go again.
Yep.
Storm
really
do it.
Smart at working over defense
100%
across the board.
And it's like we were so used to for so many years, like just bash it up, get through your sets, kick, chase. Whereas I'm noticing Storm and Penrith especially, just a long 2-pass shift, no pressure. It's away from the line and just getting at the 3-man and staying down that corridor and then kicking to the other side.
I love the way the Titans are playing. Obviously, they've had a couple of losses, but
well, that can be exciting.
What Holbrook has brought is a Super League style of play. And unfortunately, to play that style of play and shift in transition, you've got to be fit defensively.
Yeah.
So they're getting back behind the ball. You saw a couple of those tries. That one of those tries they scored against South. It's a typical Super League play. If you have the right cattle and a really fit side, they're going to be a team that's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah. They just fucking got to sort their defence out because, wow.
Yes.
Like last week.
Seeing that instance there, look, they're stuck on a sideline then. I'd rather them just hit the back rower. Just break him down. Just go to the body. And then they'll get them on the edge.
Especially when there was nothing really on.
Here we go.
Just
look
get low here.
Defense.
Wow, that's strong because that's Tupu. Wow. That is so strong, bro.
Look, again, like that's just playing laterally. Defensively, they were there.
Yeah, that's just an individual effort.
That's an individual effort.
Yeah. That's just Bo Ferguson. That's Blake Ferguson just being fucking big, strong, and powerful.
Burgerlicious.
But look at Tupu. Like, he's a big, strong... Like, the people don't understand. That's against Daniel Tupu, a veteran, big, strong... Look at that.
Oh
Boom. Wow.
Incredible.
Wow, that's fucking good. That's good from the Ferg, baby. He's on tonight, baby.
He's on.
When he's on, he's on.
He hasn't slipped over yet.
Boom.
That's just
far out. That is fantastic.
That's incredible.
Great. Look, he's got Tupu, Morris, and Tedesco on him, and he fucking managed to get that down. That's incredible.
Ferg.
Do you reckon the origin chatter around either Travojevic or Bizza on the wing has stirred the Ferg up? Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
Not the glutes. You know, it was his hammies, actually. You're right. His hammies haven't grown yet.
His baby hammies.
He's fucking...
He doesn't have hamstrings. It's because it's Achilles straight into glute.
Still growing. He's still growing his hammies. They're growing them in a lab.
Unborn hammies.
Nicky Politis is growing them in a lab. He's growing these hammies that will never go. Cost $1 million each, they reckon.
And the rest.
He wasn't even
comes under the cap. His hammies are in the cap.
Yeah. The player, the player 31 and 32 of the squad.
One of his hamstrings has just put him over the cap.
You're gonna have to get rid of one of them. I don't care which hammy you get rid of, Nicky, but you got to get rid of one of them.
You can only choose one. One of his hammies is signed with South. They,
you know what? Manly has been making a play for one of his hammies as well.
Des is in talks with his hammy.
Could be the signing of the season because they keep Tommy on the field. They're fucking good.
Could be a marquee signing.
Yeah, hammy.
Walker's hammy.
Who's Connor Chambers? Who is Rennie's back five for the Blues? Who would you choose?
Back five. Well, obviously Tedesco, Senners, Latrell, obviously. Adokar. Who else we got out there?
Travojevic. I'd go. Well, mine would be. It would be Teddy. It would be. It would be Teddy, Bizza, Brian To'o, Adokar, Travojevic. and Latrell, but I would be saying to Latrell and Trbojevic, potentially, one of them, maybe Trbojevic, put him with Bizarre, and then on the fifth tackle, put him out to catch the ball.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
And so that would negate, because the one thing Bizarre has, and it hasn't really been proven, like he hasn't really been out-leaped a lot, but it is a concern with a smaller winger. So as soon as he gets to the fourth tackle on your line, you just go Trbojevic, get in that corner, and then boom.
It's a fair point. Fair point.
And then my halves would be Cleary, Cleary and Jerome.
Yep.
And Cam Murray would have been my 13, but he's injured. So I would put that would put me Yao at 13, only because he has that connection. Like, connections are so fucking important
if
in
you
Origin.
had
And then
Cam
Radley
Murray,
on the bench.
Yeo, Radley, Trbojevic, and you could only pick 3, who would you pick
I'm picking right now.
right now?
Yao. It's so tough because Trbojevic is so important to Origin. He just hasn't had the same form, you know?
He hasn't.
But he has been there and done it.
That link and that ball-playing link that Radley offers, which every team is trying to emulate now. They're trying to bring a 13 that could be a link between both halves.
Yep.
So essentially you've got 3 halves on the field. But again, Origin's a different beast. It's more of a game played through the middle. You're not going to get tries off set plays. So Trbojevic, you want him there for his defence, but not saying...
Well, Isaiah Yeo, but that's what I mean. That's why I would go Isaiah Yeo, just get that connection. I just want that
With that
Cleary,
Penrith
Jerome, Yeo connection. If Yeo was playing for another club, even though he's fucking gun, he wouldn't make the side.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Even though he's really, really fucking good,
Yep.
and it's no disrespect at all to him, that's when I would put Radley in there.
Yep.
Cam Murray would be my first to start, though, if he wasn't injured,
Yep.
just due to his play the ball speed,
Yes.
and he gets through the defence that you need to get through.
Well, how long's Cam out for?
4 to 6 weeks.
Origins in...
It's in about 7 weeks, I'd say. About 6-7 weeks.
It's risky. Yeah.
You know, just match fitness and everything with how quick
Look,
it's Butcher.
You still pick him.
You
Give it a Walker. Baby hamstrings. Give it
he can't keep up. He doesn't have
Give
hamstrings.
it to-
Oh, he's done it.
Oh,
Ikavalu.
Fun fact, him and Hopewadi, John Cena played A-grade together when he was 18.
Huh?
John Hopewadi and Hickey played A-grade together when Hickey was 18.
Ikavalu.
he's,
Fucking hell, that's a great bit of knowledge, boys. Did everyone know that Hopewadi played A-grade with Ikavalu when he was 18?
John Stopper.
When you're lying in bed tonight thinking about all the things you fucking learnt, and that means absolutely fucking nothing, that's what you should think about. If there's one thing you shouldn't tell anyone ever, it's that fact right there. That's not fun. I got no joy out of that shit. I got zero joy. Matter of
Zero
fact,
joy.
it made me angry. That's an angry fact.
I'll let you two sort it out half time. You got to make that tackle.
You got to.
Oh,
You do, but yeah, he does have the speed. You know what I mean? He's got the speed, the agility. He's already in front of you. Sam Walker's just going, fuck, Nicky, can we get those fucking hammies together and get me on the body? Because I couldn't keep up with fucking Ikavalu. And then he said, hey, Politis, did you know that Ikavalu played with Hopewadi when he was 18?
It's a fun fact, mate.
Fuck, honestly.
baby hammies. Let's go.
Just toe punt it. Don't wreck the hammies. He's probably got really good strong hammies. Most of the little whippets do. So you know that kicking technique? It doesn't look that smooth, you know?
No, it only comes like 15 degrees.
Yeah,
Like that's all the hammy he has.
Oh, no. Mr. Consistent, Gutho. I know it wasn't a good pass, but very, very rare for Gutho. What I will say is he's not going to die effort to bring that back. You know what I mean? You know what's crazy? And we always forget, you know what's... It's so whenever a player signs a big contract and he's not playing well...
Yeah.
Every fucking one is like overpaid, fuck him, this, that, the next thing. But we always forget the guys that could barely get a contract, and there was a big controversy out of it, that have played out of their skin. Mm-hmm. Clint Gutherson, remember that huge drama? You probably don't because this is a bit ago. There's a huge drama about him wanting 3 years.
Yes.
Remember?
I do remember.
And people were spraying him like, hey, you know, fuck it, like this, that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone was turning against him because certain people were leaking things to make him look bad, and saying his contract was worth more, that they were offering him more than they were really offering him.
Yes.
But no one talks about Gutho's contract now.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
No.
I don't hear the fans saying, you know what, fuck Gutho.
He's a complete competitor.
Yeah.
Every single NRL team would have Gutherson.
100%. But like what's frustrating is like those same people that would be that bag people for long, big contracts aren't sitting here going, you know what, Gutho was the one that was being hard done by, and they should have given the contract
Yes.
that they, you know what I mean? No one talks about that when it's the equal thing.
Yes.
You look at Payne Haas. He's on 600K a year, signed a 5-year deal. You haven't heard a peep out of him wanting more money. No, I don't see anyone saying how good of a bloke is Payne Haas. He signed an unders deal. He's delivering fucking way more than he's worth. He'd get $1 million a year any club, nearly.
Absolutely.
And he hasn't. You haven't heard a peep from him.
It's not news. It's not if people aren't angry or fired up about something, it's not news. It's the way society is.
Right? It's just frustrating because like, man,
It's human nature to want to be angry at something.
it's frustrating because it's like, look, I understand.
That's
like
better.
that is great from Sivo. I understand why fans get upset. Like I get it because you pay your money and you want your team to be playing well. I fully get it. And fair enough, if a guy's on a contract, he's not having a crack, then it's like, you know what, bro, you need to have a fucking
Yes.
dig. But I just sometimes wish just to take a step back and think of all the players that signed contracts and then went on to kill it and didn't ask for an upgrade and just played their contract out.
Yes.
Think of all those players. There's heaps of them. There's more of them than the ones that don't. Like, for example, Dylan Brown, he was offered $1 million from the Warriors.
Really?
Pretty much.
And he didn't take it.
Didn't take it.
What an idiot.
But, you know, we don't hear about that now, you know?
Yes.
No one's talking about how Dylan Brown fucking... so, yeah, I mean, in saying that, it's all information. People don't have the time to fucking sit there and read every news article like I do, so I guess it's...
believe he got offered $1 million and he didn't take it.
Well, that was the report, so I'd say probably 800 to $1 million. Thoughts on Reece Walsh? Have you seen any of his highlights, like playing first grade?
I haven't seen enough of him.
Mate, he's oh wow. That's another guy, Tokiyaho. He's also still playing. Like the Roosters just fucking have the gunner side. 10-6. This is a good game. Mitchell Moses. This is his year. You know what frustrates me is like I understand he hasn't delivered in the bigger games as in the finals games. I'm with you. Like I get that. But you got to understand, he's 26 years old. Every year since Moses has been there, they've progressed. Other than 2000 when they won the Spoon, they've progressed up the ladder. That's all you can ask for as a fan, you know?
Fans want results. They want to win. They want premierships. Unfortunately, that's what they want.
But like,
You know, they don't want progression.
Yeah, I know. It
They want
doesn't happen like that. Look at Eels. Look at Penrith.
yes.
You know, like they were fucking
We
doing nothing for
understand
years.
that, but, like,
Takes time.
you know, I don't want to pay money for membership, buy a jersey, go to the stadium every second week for
progression.
a home game for progression.
Yeah.
I want results.
I just like
I think he's progressed fantastically. I mean,
26, bro.
I'm not convinced on their style of play. It's too lateral for me.
Yeah,
Look at
well,
like,
it's
just-
their Achilles heel. They go too lateral all the time.
They've still got Joey working there, correct?
Yes. Any time they go, look, yeah,
Just
this is
play
good. That's
short.
good. Boom.
That's
Now let's go
short.
again.
Let's look
Don't
at it.
offload. Fuck. But you know what I mean? If he,
I don't
that's a
mind them playing, chancing their arm, playing a little bit of second phase footy, but play short. It's like go to the body, break them down before they go to an edge.
Oh wow, Sammy Walker, angry young hot guy.
Is he
frustrating.
allowed to swear at 18?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I actually think if a cop pulls you up swearing, they check if you have hammies first.
he might get a fine.
If you don't have hammies, you aren't allowed to swear.
Oh,
But situations like that with Sean Lane, like, yes, he got the ball, but in my opinion, like, the unselfish play there is get straight to the deck, get up. And sometimes, you know, teams, the Storm will usually do that. It's just, boom, on the deck, get up. And you're thinking about the next play rather than the big play. Because that was the third tackle, and they were laying a line. They're getting on that goalpost. That's his job, to lay that line.
that's better.
That's better. Just get down. See, don't I just reckon go down there.
Where was Gutho there? Here we go. Look, that's way better.
It's all up it's all in the tram lines.
Play within the
Oh,
scrum line.
great
That's a
tackle
great
there
tackle.
from Meshki. That's a great tackle. See, that's almost too much.
Yep.
You know, you had an opportunity to
Just
spread
get a
them.
repeat set here. Don't
Yeah.
go for a big play. Look, too deep. There wasn't enough decoys. Madison's there.
Oh, that's a knock back.
There's a try.
Oh, he's done it. Cartwright. Roger Fabry. He's done it.
Fabry. Great leg speed.
Great. That was all
got fully-
cadence.
that was fully grown hamstrings.
Mate, there's no way that Cartwright's getting to there unless he has done a full preseason with Roger Fabry on cadence. That was pure explosiveness.
The Fabry.
Look at this. Target was Madison. So this is this the second time Madison has knocked back? That's good for Madison. It's a real extra weapon that is taken for granted if your back rower can get up like that.
Absolutely. But you see what it's done by playing through the middle, turning plays under, hitting short. It brought the defence in for the Roosters. They were short on the edge. Even if they did want to shift there, they probably would have caught them out on the edge.
Yeah, that's great. Oh yeah. Man, I was so bad at that, like reaching out with the ball in the hand. Fuck.
I couldn't do that. My hands weren't big enough.
Yeah, neither.
They still aren't.
Fucking torture. This is from Cronullian. Kempy, is Angus Crichton the most organic man in NRL history? Yeah, of course he's the most. Have a look at the bloke. You fucking would be living on Byron Bay if he could. Jez, Kempy, I reckon the Broncos need a grub to get in there and get under the skin of the opposition. What do you think can fill the role? They don't need a grub. They need old, hard, disciplined heads that are going to make sure that they meet the standards every time they play. They don't need a grub. Grubs are good when you can afford a grub.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like, the problem at the Broncos is when you don't have experience, you don't have anyone to hold people accountable.
No.
When you've got a bunch of young people, if you're young and I'm young and we're both only played 20 games and you're trying to tell me, oh, fuck, I've got to do this, that, and the next thing, I'm like, bruh, you're in the same boat as me. Yeah. Like, who the fuck, you're telling me? Whereas, like, if a veteran of 300 games is like, bro, pull your fucking head in.
100%.
You're going to pull your head in. And also, most young players aren't going to have the confidence to yell at each other. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No.
they're not going to have the confidence to say, because they got no leg to stand on. The amount of times, like, the older boys would just just pull us in. Like, you know, it would be little sooky 18-year-olds, like, sooking about fitness and, you know what I mean? Like,
Look, when you had the older boys, you wouldn't sook because you were too scared to sook.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You'd want to sook.
But you,
Put it this way, you'd come into training, your head would be down a bit. And I'm not talking about sooking as in, like, talking about it.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what the fucking pull your head in? Like, what's wrong?
Oh.
Like, where's your
wouldn't
attitude?
question their authority.
Nah.
One bit.
And then you'd be like, yeah, I'm happy, sorry, please don't spray me for the rest of my life. Strong run from Cartwright. That's all hammy, that. Fuck, Junior Paula. He's a fucking legend of a bloke too.
Yeah.
Such a legend of a bloke. Look at that. That's a great set.
Good set.
Great set.
Oh, he's got the
Oh,
ball.
he got the ball.
Ball.
He caught the ball. Oh, Ikevalu's he's playing that up. In
Challenged
my opinion.
it.
100%
Perfect.
challenge it.
Absolutely.
Mate, get on your bike, ref.
He likes the sound of his own work. You know, honestly.
Surely that's not it. Like, you've got to be able to challenge for the ball, surely. Like, you should be able to, like, kind of tackle and grab, you know? Like, you should be able to, like, we'll have a see. We'll have a look.
Well, he's ended up with the ball, so he's gone for the ball.
Yeah, he's looking at the ball there the whole time. That's a great catch. That's
Play on.
shit. That is shit, because now they lose momentum too. That's a shit call. That's a shit call. They would have had, look at the peak. There was only Tedesco there. Get up, play the ball. That's a try.
Fucking Chechen.
That's a bad call, man.
Bad call.
He should have let it go and then brought it back.
A shocking haircut.
That's a tough. That's so bad, because now Roosters are going to have their full line set. Everyone's going to be back behind the line, ready to defend.
Are they getting the ball here?
Yeah.
That's successful. Yeah.
That's a bad call. That's
Just, I don't want to see that head. Get it off.
It's a fast head though. Look how slick it's looking. He did it with his razor. Before he runs
Did
out.
it with a knife.
Before he runs out, he gets 2 Gillette razors.
He's got the Rambo blade. Just,
Then he just runs out. He's a serial killer.
That's better. Break him down through the middle. Play short. That was.
Oh, great play from. That is great play from Marnie. Cartwright's the best player in the world.
Roger Fabri.
It goes Viliamu Kikau, then it goes Cartwright. He's killing it.
Did he catch it behind
The Roosters player. The Roosters player.
The para
Nah.
decoy?
Nah.
You think he?
Don't go there, Rennie. Don't send that energy out. You're sending negative energy, bros.
It's within the. Oh no, yeah.
Look at that. That's great from Reed. I tell you what, like, I'm be 100% honest. I thought Cartwright's career was done. I thought after the Titans, there's just he'll get a few runs here and whatever. So fucking fair play to Cartwright.
Good on him.
Because you know how sprayed he used to get in the media.
Yes. Well, yeah, I mean.
Like, and I get it. Sometimes it did look like he wasn't having a dig. And I don't know what's going on in his personal life. You know, we all go through shit. So I'm not saying you need to be fucking 100% all the time. But all I can say is fucking good on him for withstanding all of that and bouncing back. Like, he's fucking back in a top 4 side right now, impacting the game.
Good on him. With great hammies.
100%. Great hammies can take you.
Full-grown hammies.
Full-grown hammies can take you a lot of places.
Ikavalu.
Oh, Ikavalu. I thought he was faking it. My bad. Apologies, Ikavalu. Not faking it, but you know what I mean, like hamming it up a little bit. Sometimes, the frustrating thing is sometimes you can get hit high and it is a penalty, but if you just bounce back up and play it, you don't get the penalty.
Yes.
You know, and so you've.
Did he cop an elbow shot?
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's part of the
Apologies.
challenge.
I apologise. I apologise. I was definitely incorrect. He was not hamming that up at all. I apologise.
Outstanding. Used Junior to.
Reed Marnie, that's so good. Who has the best hammies in the NRL? Fuck, it's got to be like the Fox or something. He's flying.
Oh,
Scored 6 tries. 16-10. What a bounce back from the Eels. Nah, it's got to be. He's still young, still developing. I reckon you've got to say best hammies are. Look at that from Paulo though. Like the ball
he's
playing.
attracted Walker in there.
Yeah, the ball playing from Junior Paulo is the best of any front row I have personally seen.
I'd have to concur.
Yeah, now I'm not the Rain Man. I don't know. I can't list every player that's ever played the game, but let us know in the comments section. Is Brian To'o's hammy's good? Let us know in the comments section the best ball playing front row you've ever seen, and is it a fair point that Junior Paulo may be the best or one of the best we've ever seen? Look at that,
What?
absolute
Hang on,
specimen.
is he playing?
He's 18th man, I think.
So how does that work?
So if someone gets it's like
Gutho.
a head knock due to foul play, they can bring on their 18th man.
Oh wow.
Bro, I would love to see Junior Sawali come out. That would be fucking epic. Could you imagine? He comes out, wins it in front
He'd
of a
have
pack.
the greatest hammies in
Oh, he's got great hammies. Fully grown hammies.
full-grown hammies.
He's only fucking 17, but full grown hammies.
Yep.
Junior Paulo is just absolutely killing it. Other than that one bad pass. That was Cronullian said that was a forward pass from Marnie to Paulo. That is absolute nonsense, bro.
Kick.
Good kick. Good chase.
Kick.
Great chase. Oh! That's balls of steel from Tupu. He's got the biggest balls in all of Parramatta right now.
Just threw a hand grenade.
He's going to have to fucking check his balls in when he goes to fucking stay in a hotel next time. Oh, no. Fuck. No, that's so bad for the Eels because he is so fucking important. Stop the game. Fucking hell.
Someone replace Chechen?
Sawali is. Sawali's coming on a ref. He's a boy wonder.
You know, he's having a shock.
Okay, so if Ikavalu fails his HI, then there's one more. Okay, yeah, so Ikavalu failed.
This all could be a ploy.
Marnie failed. That's not Marnie. Radley failed. Pretty sure. That must mean he failed. Boom. Oh, fuck. Wrong side. Poor
They
fella.
need one more failure.
One more failure.
I don't wish that upon anyone, but please someone go down. I want to see Suwali play.
Mate, what?
He's a Samoan kid.
He is special, man.
I've seen highlights.
Mate, the way he moves is just... If he can keep his hammy sweet, and he may need one of the hammies that are being grown right now, but if he can keep his hammy sweet and the rest of his body, It's almost a guarantee that he's going to be a great back.
Russell Crowe grew him in the lab.
Russell Crowe?
Yeah. Well,
And then he stole him and took it. It's a great heist.
Nick bought, yeah.
Fucking hell, he stole him from his farm.
He grew it.
Suwali went out and
Suwali in the lab.
Fucking hell.
And then the Roosters stole him.
Mate, one of the great heists. They're making a doco on Netflix about it. One of the great heists. Suwali was grown on a tree out the middle of nowhere. Russell Crowe. He's fucking.
Oh.
You're gonna have to turn. Sorry, bro. You're gonna have to turn that off because we're getting lag. Just pull your phone out, please.
Damn it.
Josh Morris, take a head knock. Oh, bro, don't. Yeah, fuck me, dude.
No, we don't wish that on
Yeah,
anyone.
fuck, that's stupid. I'll get
seriously.
it up. Oh, I'm gonna go, Jack.
Outstanding Mustaka.
You'd almost.
Do you think Takiaho has been quiet this year?
Yeah, a little bit. He's had, moments of his brilliance. There was years when he was running fucking 250 metres in that every game. I wonder why he doesn't goal kick, though, and Sam Walker does. Oh, Falcon. Oh, he got tackled. I thought that was his own player that tackled him there.
Teddy.
That should really be a penalty because Roosters player got held back then. The Queenslander, Kempy, have you ever been invited on the Fan or any Fox League show? I think I got invited once when the game got shut down and they were probably like going through all their lists of guests and like no one could come on. And so, yeah, I got invited onto a podcast once.
Here we go.
Here we go. Isaiah.
I found the formula now, Para. Just play through the middle.
100%. Just... He's got a hand to that, though.
Necessary.
Hand to that. It's, again, he did get a hand to that, but that's the third tackle. You don't need to do it, man. This is their problem every single year for the last 3 years.
Short. Just keep working Walker over.
You're winning the game. 100%.
Play short.
Be patient. Junior Paulo. Gun.
When are we going to have the bloke hard-earned index?
The bloke hard-earned index.
Get rid of VB.
Oh, it could be too much, bro. You know how expensive that would be?
You got plenty, baby.
Oh, fuck. Give me a break.
Enough in your ashtray.
No way, bros. I'm living on the fucking street nearly. I'm just a battling entrepreneur, mate. I want a battling entrepreneur.
Saw you pull up in your land.
What are you laughing at? I am a fucking entrepreneur. Just a battler, mate. Can barely fucking pay for me food, mate. I'm eating ramen noodles, mate. Just a fucking battler.
Play short. Thank you.
There we go. Boom. Get down, play the ball, get up. Just hit again. It's a second tackle. It's the second tackle. It's a second tackle.
Just run, Madison. Oh, Fergalicious, baby!
Fergalicious, baby!
Oh,
he's done it! No, he's done it! He wouldn't lie. Ferg wouldn't lie, baby.
He wouldn't lie.
He'd never lie. Don't go to video ref.
Oh, no, Church.
When Fergie's in this mood, he's always scoring, baby. Woo!
Oh, look at that dude. You see that haircut?
Dude. Oh, you know what? He's jealous that Fergie can pull off the fucking razor look better. Oh, no, he doesn't look confident here. He does not look confident here. Fergie, you've sold me down the river, mate, and you fucking... He was confident there.
Ooh.
That's all right.
Good ball from Madison, too.
That's a great ball, left to right, too. Oh. Fucking hell. Surely he got on the line here. Surely it's a fucking... Oh! Oh! Holy fuck, that's fucking crazy.
Oh, it's way too much celebration too, Lish.
Yeah. Wow, Fergie, you've betrayed me, bro. Just needs to touch a blade, bro.
Just one bit of...
one blade. Oh, yeah, there's one moved. That one moved. Oh, that's going to be a try. That's got to be... It moved.
I saw it.
It can't move unless it fucking gets touched.
Go back.
Surely. The wind wouldn't have done it. Oh, they're going to disallow it. Oh. Wow. I thought that one moved.
I saw that one bit of white grass, man.
Look. Oh, he short.
One bit, look.
It moved, but I think it was like the other grass pushing it.
Look, man.
Oh, surely one thing got touched.
Wants to win a grand final.
Oh, bro. You'd have nightmares about it.
Oh.
Nightmares.
Jesus.
Fergie Ferg, you let me down, mate. Telling Porkies.
Game of millimetres.
What about the pass from Madison, though? Left to right,
Oh.
singing it. Absolutely singing it. They got to
He
get.
must have good hammies too.
He must have good hammies.
Hammies into core.
They put. He's actually got 2 hammies in his bicep tendons. Eels have got to make sure though they had a few opportunities. Don't get you got to get in the grind.
Yes.
Because you clearly Roosters have held you out. You've got to stay in the grind here. You can't come out in the second half and go, oh yeah, fuck, we're going to blow these blokes off the park now, because they've been so dominant in the last 5 minutes.
They've had 88% of the ball.
Yeah.
It's 18-10. You'd go in fairly confident, wouldn't you?
Well, Roosters would, but
Yeah,
would.
that's
Yeah,
what I mean,
100%. That's what I mean. Like, Eels can't, even though it's going to feel like they've been dominant, they really haven't on the scoreboard. Therefore, they need to come out in that second half and be like, look, we actually
I'd be quite happy if I was Robbo.
100%. Two HIAs, and you've
Hopefully
had
a third, but joking.
hopefully not.
But hopefully
Fake it. Hopefully a fake one.
A fake HIA.
Fake HIA. Eels warm into games from Jim's Real Estate. They do, but like little stuff like that, like the fourth tackle, you should be hitting a wide running forward there, just getting boom on his front. Bosa. Oh, that's a fucking nightmare. Teddy doesn't drop those though. Teddy, I mean, they've had 80% of the ball, so he hasn't really had an opportunity to do much.
He swallows them. Remember that gap he used to have in his teeth, Teddy? He would have caught that ball with that gap. He's got to field in, hasn't he?
Surely. It's funny seeing the boys at the start of their career and at the end of the career, and you can see what's changed. Oh, good hit. He's just so active, Teddy, you know? Like, he's always on the ball, constantly threatening you.
First 3 years just ravaged with injury. Oh.
Oh, Fergie Ferg, you don't need to do that, bro.
He's in trouble, though, if it hit the mark.
Wow. What's going on here? Oh, handover. Fuck, just imagine seeing Junior Paulo in a fucking dark alleyway and you owed him money.
Well, he can box too. So I think
can.
he's going to have some fights as well.
He looks good too. Out of all those fights on that charity night, he was the only one that looked like a legit boxer. Or close to a legit boxer.
He's legit.
Hey?
He's legit. He can hold his hands well.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason it got ugly for him against Neville is because Costigan knew
He's just flying in.
he just had to turn it into a pub brawl.
Yep. That's what a lot of people don't realise is sometimes it can be harder sparring a brawler because they're not... Oh! That's a knock
Forward.
on.
What? It's forward.
That's 100% forward. It was a knock on. Went to Brett Morris. What?
Are you kidding?
Oh, no.
Take your head.
How's that a try? It hit Thingo's chest trying to catch the ball. Got to stay out there. It literally hit him.
Forward off Morris. How can you not challenge that?
Yeah, it's going to get... No,
He's had a
try.
shocker tonight.
How can you not see that? How can you not see that? Got to stay out here.
There was a little goosey
Cora.
there too.
The little goosey.
What happened? Look.
Like, it's right there. Unless we are absolute idiots, but it's literally... Oh, well, that's a fucking great camera angle, isn't it? It hits BMOS. Like, I feel like it's really clear. Maybe I'm crazy.
J-Moz.
Sorry, J-Moz.
Comes off his hands. Goes
and his head.
forward.
Yeah, fuck, honestly. I can't believe he didn't see that, the ref. Like, what was he looking at? But Dylan Brown might be in a bit of trouble here.
What does he need him on the ground?
Yeah, like he's gone to slide in with his legs and then like to stop it, and then I think he's realised, fuck, you can't slide in with your legs.
Got him straight in the Herschel Gibbs.
Oh man, mate, he's Dunskies. There's no way he's come back from that. Like, is in be able to play well. That's broken rib, surely.
Accident.
I mean,
Accident.
100%. He's done. They're broken ribs. He's going to go on report. But, like, when you look at it in fast motion, like, it happens like that.
Yeah.
Look at him, a sexy cunt.
It's tough.
It's tough. Play it in fast motion, though, you know?
Contact sport. Fuck. What do you want him to do?
See how you, like, it looks like he goes to slide his knees, like his foot in, and then he pulls it out a little bit. Are they going to give him a penalty?
Yeah, they'll get a penalty here.
They're going to try and get Tedesco here. Watch.
Oh, that'll be on report too. Oh.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Oh, he could be another HIA there.
Nah, he's good. But, like, Nate Nakora, yeah, he did make contact with his head, but he was, like, so close to the ground then. Like, he's going to get a few weeks for that. He shouldn't have led with the shoulder. That's fucking for sure. That's one thing for sure. Like, he's going to get, I reckon he's going to get 3 weeks for that, probably. 3 or 4 weeks.
But like you
Because he's
said,
shoulder
he's,
shots.
he's falling to the ground.
Yeah.
What's a player meant to do?
Yeah,
How
100%.
can you change levels that quick when
Yeah.
a player's already falling?
And they play it in slow-mo constantly, so they make everyone... Like, that was very different to the Pereira one, because the Pereira was a fucking swinging arm.
Yeah.
Very different. This was a tackle as he's coming into him, trying to tackle him.
It's almost impossible for a player to pull out. If a player's falling,
Yeah.
to not...
They've given him a penalty here. I don't know about
baby
that.
Hammies isn't kicking.
No, fucking hammies are hurting him.
Yeah.
Man, I look, the Pereira one a few weeks ago, absolutely. Like, that was not good. Even though Tedesco was slipping, he was swinging the arm. You just don't need to do that. That was Tedesco was slipping massively, and it was also as he passed the ball.
Charge as well, though.
I think the biggest issue is that he tucked his arm.
His arm, yeah.
That's the biggest issue.
His arm's down.
But Tedesco absolutely was falling dramatically, and also as he was passing the ball. Lucky Tedesco's all good.
18-12.
So speak to us about the Samoa situation.
Samoa situation, it's a delicate one, Kempy. I mean, obviously there's been a lot of media speculation. Well, it's not speculation. You know, the Johns boys have put their hands up to coach the side. Look, it created a little bit of noise, and obviously the media got hold of it and are interested in what the Johns boys have to say. And then when you throw Sonny Bill's name in there as well, I think the fact that it's been misinterpreted, though, I mean, they're not just coming in and saying, we want to take over. They've just expressed interest as we're there we'd love to be part of the Samoan coaching side. We want to coach. We don't want, we don't need Matt Parrish. So things have got a little bit ugly. Obviously, having the caliber of those three people, it generates a lot of leadership, a lot of gravitation towards the Samoan side, and especially the big names in our game playing for Samoa. You know, unfortunately, Matt Parrish doesn't have the power to get an RTS or a Sofa Solomona or Junior or Payne Haas to play for Samoa. What Sonny, Joey and Matty bring is the power to encourage these blokes to represent their culture. Financially, they're not going to make any money. Right? Being a second tier nation now, they can go and play Origin, make their money. And then we can emulate what Tonga have done. Taumalolo, perfect example. Fafita, they've playing for Tonga for free. They've beaten Australia. We've regressed since 2013.
Yep.
Matt Parrish did a great job. I don't want to shit on Matt Parrish.
Yeah.
2013, 2014. Since then, we've regressed as a nation. There's been rumours and innuendo, and look, they're not even rumours. I know what's goes on behind closed doors.
Yep.
The players don't want to play for him. Simple as that.
Okay.
Right? So it's concerning. Now, what I can't understand and what I don't know enough information about is that why the Samoan Rugby League board hasn't even considered it, or they've been quite staunch with backing Matt, which I fully respect. I do know the board members that, they're obviously well-respected people in the islands, and they've done a job for a long time, and they're family friends as well, with my family in Samoa. So we've got to respect their decision. But from a coaching point of view, for the progression of Samoan Rugby League and getting these big-name players to play for Samoa, there needs to be change.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate situation. Things might happen organically. I don't know if players... I haven't spoken to any current players. I don't know if they're going to boycott and not play for Matt Parrish. So if he has to pick a side that's quite young, purely because the senior players, the high-profile players, don't want to play for Matt, then it'll happen organically. We'll go terrible in the World Cup. Changes will have to be made.
Yep.
I know Matt has invested some of his own money into the team, so players do get paid. So you've got to give him that respect.
Could you potentially It's tough because it's not my country, it's not my culture. So this is just my opinion outside looking in. I don't know the workings, I don't know anything. But when it's been 6 years since you've really achieved anywhere near that you should have achieved, surely, regardless of it being an international coach or a club coach, even if it was a club coach, regardless of whether Sonny Bill Williams or the Johns brothers was interested, you should already be looking to move to make changes. It's been 6 years. So why would you not, when you've got... when I'm looking at it outside looking in, again, it's not my culture, it's not my country, so I don't want to disrespect anyone. It's just an opinion. Look, it's just footy, because I want Samoa to be great, because I think they can be great. I can't see how, if there's been no success for 6 years, and let's say Parrish has put in money and all that kind of stuff, I'm sure the dollars that would be brought with the Joey brothers and SBW, I'm sure the money that will be brought in, that could be paid back.
After itself.
That could all be paid back. The players could get, more funding. Everything would be better. Because at the moment, there's been no achievement. So what I'm not understanding is what is the logic? Maybe there's logic that I'm not seeing. I can't personally see
I
it.
don't know the logic behind it. Now, they've come out and said the last World Cup we made the quarterfinals. We made the quarterfinals by having a draw against Scotland. And because we're a higher tier nation, we went through. Ireland won a game or 2 games because they're a lower tier nation. They didn't get through in their pool.
Yep.
So we got through to the quarters. Now they're using that as a backbone for success and saying, right, we got through to the quarters. We got through on a draw.
That's
we
crazy.
went well in the nines.
Yeah.
We're not, as a Samoan, right? Our Pacific brothers, Fijians, Tongans, we're really proud of what they're doing or of what they've achieved, beat Australia, beat New Zealand.
Yep.
But we're jealous of what they're doing as well. We want results.
100%.
We want to beat Tonga. We want the bragging rights of the Pacific to be the number one nation.
Yep.
And then you go through what the team could be. I've read out a team to you, a 20-man squad. There's players that starting front rowers in other sides that I won't mention that wouldn't even make the team that I named.
Absolutely.
The team has now got recognised halves.
Yep.
Jerome Luai, Dylan Brown.
Yep.
That's something that we've always struggled with.
Absolutely.
You've got world-class centres. The forward pack is as good as an Australian side.
Absolutely.
They just need the right people, to coach it. Now, if Matt Parrish is given this side, I'm sure they'll do a job.
Yep.
Right? But the concerning thing for me is I don't think the team that we would like will play for Matt Parrish. That is a concern. I don't know enough about why they're staying so loyal to him. There are some conversations that still need to be had. And for now, what we have to do is support the board of what the decisions they're making, even though it is confusing. And we need to support Matt because at the end of the day, if he's going to be the coach, then we have to support support his role. But to know that someone like the eighth immortal, Matt Johns, and Sonny Bill to some, and I should add, Sonny Bill, it was only a short conversation he had with Matty and Andrew. He's not trying to undermine anyone. Yeah. He's not trying to overthrow anyone.
Like put his profile out there
he's just said, yeah, I'd love to help out. And then the gravity of the media has sort of blown it up like these boys are trying to overthrow everyone.
Really push into it and take over.
They're not trying to overthrow anyone. They've just expressed their interest. They've said how good talent there is, in the Samoan pool of players that are within the NRL. Sonny wants to do things for the Samoan people on and off the field and in any sort of capacity. That's, once he finishes his career, he'll create some sort of pathway system, whether it be education, sport, whatever it is. So I think people need to understand that Matt, Andrew, and Sonny are not trying to overthrow anyone. They've just expressed their interest.
Yeah.
Noise is getting louder. Fans want them to take over. Matt Parrish, I don't believe he's the person for the job. I appreciate what he's done, but it's completely confusing, and it might be too late now to bring in a new coach. And we don't know what he's contractually what he's obliged to Samoa to give Matt Parrish, but. With all this noise and everything that's been going on, it's been going on for about 12 months. As a man, I'd just walk away.
Yeah, I can't understand. Again, Samoa has this huge opportunity in front of them. Massive. The money that's going to be brought into the Samoan team, the systems are going to be put in place, the impact that this could have on a lot of young Samoan kids as well.
Absolutely.
Would be huge. Look at Tonga. Look at all the young Tongan kids that went to the parades when they all went back. I'm just so... Again, outside looking in, just my opinion. But I can't see any facts in front of me that says that it's worth sacrificing this opportunity for. I can't see it.
Kempy, it's insanity. And, it got me really upset probably a couple of days ago when I found out that they weren't going to consider it. But, again, what can we do? We can make as much noise as we want. At the end of the day, the board members in Samoa are going to make their decision, and we have to stand by and respect what they're going to, the decision they've made. But this is an opportunity that's just going to affect. It'll backfire. It will backfire big time.
But and these opportunities don't come around often.
No,
ever really. To get the eighth immortal, Matty Johns and Sonny Bill all together at this time in their life with the time and willingness to go, we'll do it for free. That's in 2-3 years' time. That's not going to happen again because they're going to be like, sorry, I got this on, I'm committed to this NRL club, I'm committed to this country or whatever it is. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, really.
I think, look, there's going to be stuff coming out of the media and it'd be interesting to hear what the hard thing for someone like myself, for senior ex-players is we can't fly over to Samoa and sit down with the board and find out. And again, look, I don't want anyone thrown out of a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if there's so much noise, there's petitions being signed.
Is it a full-time job?
Well, I don't even know if they've created any pathway system since 2013 for any kids. That's another thing that they bring is a pathway system.
Absolutely.
So they'll bring kids in from Samoa to on a scholarship role with Roosters House. That's the kind of power that Joey and Sonny and all that have.
Massive.
This is about the future of not only the future of the game. It is the future of the game. Purely off, and it's very frustrating. It's confusing. I don't know what the reasoning behind not even considering having a conversation with them. But I know that those three don't want to work with Matt either.
Yep. Yeah.
So
It's
it's
bizarre.
We could talk. It's bizarre. That's
It's-
what it is. It's completely bizarre.
Yeah, I just, and like some people might be like, oh, can Joey and that even coach? It's not even like, it's even if they're just average coaches. Right now, it's an average team being coached by a coach that has had average results. So it's not like you've got a current gun coach that isn't worth sacrificing. No disrespect, but as it stands, the results haven't shown an incredible coaching ability.
No.
Maybe with another squad or whatever he could. Maybe with an NRL club. Maybe it's the cattle. I don't know. Maybe it's the systems. Maybe it's the resources. But I'm just looking at the resources. I'm looking at the results. And it's not like this gun coach is being outweighed by the funds that Sonny Bill and that will bring. It's also like these results aren't there. So I can't see any logical reason as to why, other than, maybe there's a contract. But if there is a contract, it's like, well, enough money would be raised to pay that contract out.
Yes.
That contract wouldn't be that big. I'm not even sure if it's a full-time gig. Like, is coaching Samoa a full-time gig?
I don't think it is.
Because, like, what's he doing?
I don't even know. Who knows?
Like, hasn't been any international footy for, quite a while. And even the years where there is international footy, you have like 3 games a year.
Look, he's had his chance.
Yeah.
Time's up.
At any NRL club, if you were sitting there and you'd been 6 years and you hadn't been aware everyone can see you can go to, you'd be replaced. Especially if someone of the Johns brothers and Sonny Bill's ilk with it's not like you're replacing him just with a random coach. It's surprise. And also, as you said, it goes even deeper than just the team. It's about the pathways that would be look at Penrith. Look at what Penrith are getting from foundations they laid 10 years ago. And everyone tries to put shit on Gus Gould's 5-year plan.
Yeah. Look at the results.
Maybe it was a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But they are the second youngest team in the comp. And there's also a couple Samoans in that side that are playing unbelievably because they have the resources and they have the systems in place to help. I'm not sure.
Look, we could talk for hours about it. It's a very confusing situation. I mean, and it's frustrating as well because we got to wait another 4 years for the next World Cup.
Yeah,
if they don't
that's
make
true.
the change, and then the time's up.
And that's time to build towards that. You can. Yeah, it's it sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully it gets sorted. Hopefully I just can't see any negative for such big name.
Well, I'd love to see RTS in a Samoan jersey before he goes to Union.
That would be incredible.
And I'm sure he wants to play for Samoa, given the right people are in charge.
Yep, because he's not actually Māori at all. He's Samoan. A lot of people think he's Māori, but he's actually Samoan.
He's Samoan, yeah.
Wow, yeah, sucks, man, sucks.
Who you got? You think?
Well, Hutchinson has had the reason why I knew Hutchinson was fucked is because I've broken my ribs and had my lung collapse, and I was
to one side.
And I was like that too, where I literally couldn't. I was in so much pain I could barely talk. To be fair, I did play another 15 minutes, but it's whatever. But apparently he's on oxygen now. He's on oxygen now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So fucking finger. It's dramatic, but it's not that dramatic because what they'll do is they'll cut a slice open. They'll put a pipe, like a tube, in his singer to suck all the blood in that out.
Right.
And then they'll reinflate your lung. And he's also really fit. So, for example, mine happened. What I did is I punctured my lung and I had the six ribs break, and I went and got scans, then went home, and just was like whatever. I was going back just to do some more scans just to be sure on the way there, and I was laughing with my ex missus, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" I'm like wheezy. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I couldn't breathe, kinda.
Yeah.
When I got the scans, the doctor literally ran out. He's like, "Get to a fucking hospital right now. Your lung has collapsed, and if you weren't so fit, you would have been dead."
Crazy.
But it's whatever. I'm not that tough.
Whatever.
You know what was crazy is that same year. I'm not going to say who. So like the club moved me on, and someone at the club had spoken to the people that were trying to sign me, and the one thing he said, "All great trainer, this that, but he's not that tough." I couldn't believe it. That same year that happened, and I'd also played a whole year where my rib was still fractured, and I just kept trying to play through it, getting needled. I'm not tough.
Fuck that. Yeah, they'd cut to the core for me.
Mate, I couldn't, when I heard it, I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I remember when I did break. So you see how he got like all attention in that. When I broke my ribs and my lung collapsed, so I kept playing, and then they scored a try just in the middle somewhere, and I went to the trainer and said, "I fucking can't keep going. Like I'm in so much pain, bro." They made me walk off the back myself, walk around, or maybe a trainer with me, but I remember it as myself. Walk around. They threw a drink bottle on the ground, bro.
You're kidding me.
Picked it up. Went into the underneath the Suncorp. And I was to the doctor. I was like, "Fuck, man, I don't know what's like this. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked." They were like, "Man, like, yeah, if it's broken or cartilage, like, it shouldn't be this bad." Gave me 2 Panadols, and they're like, they were saying to me, "It shouldn't be this bad." And like, they were all looking at me, honestly, looking at each other, looking at me like, "Look, yeah, they honestly thought that." Until I was like, I fucking need something. I need to like, and then the paramedics came, gave me the green whistle, took me to hospital.
Wow.
Anyway, so fucking fingers crossed. Fuck, that shoulder really worries me, bro. I know it's like, I don't know. I know I might be like over zealous on it, but like he's been struggling with for a couple of weeks now, and I just worry that it's such a young age.
Yes.
And I don't know why I'm saying that, because like, oh no. Oh, it's just a burner, because when I made my debut, my shoulder subluxed and like dislocated, came back in, and I kept playing. So my shoulders ended up being okay. So I don't know why I'm so worried about Sam Walker, but I just, something about it that is scary.
He's so young, like shoulder injuries. Sonny had really bad shoulders. Thurston.
Oh man, fucking oath.
He had to wear both those seatbelts.
He was literally stitched together by the end of his career. They'd literally lie him on a table.
Well, I remember, all the way through reserve grade as well. He'd always miss games through because of his shoulders. And, at one point, it was like, is he going to make it?
Wow. Yeah, but I hope he's okay, because Drew Hutchinson's been fucking really good for the Roosters.
Yeah.
He's been
an old head, like he knows the game. It's not the...
Yeah, broken ribs and a punctured lung. I knew it because it happened, the way it happened exact same to me, except like, so I was getting tackled. I got tackled around the legs, and I leant out like that.
Yep.
Leant out like that to like find my front. Jerome Rapati came flying in. Boom, knees right in there over the top of me. Pretty much exactly like that, but I was in the air when it happened. It's the most painful thing I've ever felt in my life.
Oh.
It was fucking so painful. I came back 3 weeks later against the Knights, and every time I ran the ball, they were like, hit him in the fucking ribs, hit him in the ribs. Got to the 70th minute, Lockyer threw an inside ball to me. Got fucking cleaned up by, was it Knight or White? Like the big forward for Knights. He didn't play for Knights. Stenson? I don't know. Massive big forward.
Yep.
Fucking cleaned me up. Boom, ribs gone. Had to get taken off.
Go on again.
Well, then like I kept trying to come back a few weeks later, and they kept saying to me, like in the changing room and that, like in the physio, look, you should be sweet now. It's been 6 weeks. You've just got to, it's just pain now. There's no damage. It's just pain.
Great.
Yeah, awesome. So I was getting needled to get up, and about 60 minutes into every game, I was just crushed in pain because the needle would wear off. Eventually, I went into the physio. I'm like, I want every fucking scan you can get. This is at the end of the year. This is after me trying to keep playing. Went and got the scan, and my rib was still cracked. So I was,
how good's rugby league?
Yeah, so thanks heaps for that. Never got an apology, whatever.
It's still cracked.
From Brandon C. Rennie, any clubs you were close to signing with back in the day but went another route?
Nearly signed with the Roosters after the...
Wow.
In 2006. So, yeah. 2006, I was fairly close to signing with the Roosters.
But they were relatively quiet for the 6 to 10 period.
Could have been 2000. I definitely had talks with them 2005 after the grand final.
Okay. But what, 4?
So we won the grand final
5.
4.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
And then I came off contract at the end of 05.
That's a try. Opacek. Another guy. That's a sign of a good coach too. He's brought guys that are very cheap and brought the best out of them. Opacek has been solid as well for them. And he was on his last legs as
Where was he before?
He's at the Cowboys. Look at that. Real simple. Just bombing it in the air. Oh, wow.
Shocking.
Wow. That's not Icavalo, is it? He's off. I thought he was off. So he didn't. He didn't fail. He didn't fail it.
Maybe he should have.
Yeah. Maybe he was thinking about Hopewadi. he smelt it in the air that a shit fact got out there about him, and he's rattled since. Definitely, it's an angry fact. Steve Simpson, RQ. Steve Simpson. That's who did it. Yeah. Big fucking boy, mate. Big boy.
He was the white Fijian.
I'm pretty sure it was him. I could be wrong. You know how you think it's someone, then you go back and watch the game, and it's fucking someone completely different. And you're like, oh shit.
Oh man, it gave me nightmares, Steve Simpson, because Joey, we just hit him short, hit short, just straight on your inside shoulder. He was all just elbows
all day too. Just keep going.
Then boom, he'd pull the trigger out the back.
Yeah.
But if you turned out for a fraction on Simpson, he was running straight through you.
Yeah. He was.
You had to commit to tackle him.
Yeah, absolutely. You had to stay a second longer.
Yeah.
To make sure that you had him covered.
Horrible to tackle.
Jim Real Estate. How was Rennie's time at Para under Sticky?
Unreal.
That's when he cleaned the whole club out and then left.
Yeah,
Didn't he?
I was one of the 12. Got rid of.
Were you on the list when you walked in the room, or he told you?
He actually, out of the 12, he actually called me into the office and we had a conversation, and a handshake agreement. We just weren't getting along. You know, I had different ideas about the way I thought he was treating the players, and we respected each other.
Yep.
We had a handshake agreement, and I said, look, I'll move on, and as long as I was completely paid out.
Yep.
So I respected Sticky for that, and I got to go back to the Dogs. But look, Sticky can be your best mate or your worst enemy.
Yeah. Sounded like that with Finchy too when he was talking about it. He's like, it's a crazy relationship. You can get the best out of you, but at the same time, it can be crazy.
He can be loyal.
Yeah.
But as soon as you shit on him, it's time to leave the club.
Wow.
Look, he's just a competitor. He's just a winner. He wants to win. If you don't buy into Sticky systems, then
there's clearly issues down at Raiders.
The way Canberra's going at the moment.
That's what I mean.
See, I call them hit and run coaches.
Yeah.
Kempy, and you got Des, Sticky, those kind of coaches. Maybe Madge to some degree. You bring them in, you get them to clean the place up. Hopefully, get results, but they're not sustainable.
They set real high standards that
you can't.
Really,
it's almost like you either change the playing group or you get rid of the coach.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I think they are. They're like I said, hit and run coaches, clean the joint up, and then.
You would hope that, like Ricky, though, and again, I'm not sure that if Ricky is a problem. Maybe it's the players. I don't know what the problem is. But you would hope that if that is the case, he's also developed as a coach to know when to pull back that situation and keep going. Well,
I'd say he has. I mean, since 2000, like the early 2000s at the Roosters, I think he was a little bit too harsh. And then, obviously had the tough times at Para. He's had results at Canberra, but I'm just seeing that little bit of a sniff of the old Sticky from back in 2002. There's definitely some issues down there.
There's absolutely some dramas. Papali'i resting for a week. Then you've got the Tarpanair issue. Because that's the thing, his missus said, most likely shouldn't have said what she said, but it's evidence of something deeper. She doesn't just say that just judging his coaching performance.
Look, I've been with Stick at a couple of clubs and at representative level, and I know what type of standard he expects, and I know what he can be like if you get on his bad side.
Yeah,
so
and you've got Hodgson now that stepped down from the captaincy. Did you know that?
Really? I didn't know any of this.
Yeah. Hodgson stepped down from captaincy.
Interesting.
There's a lot, very worrying at the Raiders right now. Very, very worrying.
Yes.
And as you said, see you later, bro. As you said, it's you can go to what I can't understand is surely Ricky can think, okay, there's been times in the past that's a knock on from Teddy. There's been times in the past maybe I went a bit too hard. Maybe this is an opportunity for me to let's get my results another way.
Once you lose the dressing room, it's game over.
Yeah.
I think
it's tough. Who knows? Maybe
they've had a couple of, and it hasn't taken much. It's a couple of close losses and then things have gone really bad.
Yeah. it's it's going to be interesting to see what they do. As you said, maybe they just fucking clean the whole joint out and he stays coach. And I can't see look, he's not. I don't see him losing his job for another fucking at least 2 years.
Yeah, no, look,
because he's earned that. He's earned that.
I think he needs a turnover of players.
Yeah,
he's the type of coach. It's not sustainable for a player to play under for 10 years.
Yeah,
I think he's like, if you're a player that's, maybe 5 years. I could play under Ricky, and then I'd be looking somewhere else.
Just too much. Brandon C says players also need certain coaches. Some thrive under hard nut coaches like Luciano. Yeah, but it's about bigger than that, bro. It's like you can't just look at one player that's gone okay under Madge and then be like, okay, well, everyone else needs to just. You need to look at guys like Bellamy, guys like Trent Robson, guys like Wayne Bennett. How come they can go through generation after generation of different kinds of people and be able to relate to them? You can be this crazy set standards, all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, these people try to say, or maybe they're just being soft, and any person in a first grade squad that has played first grade is not soft. They train their asses to get there, and they play their whole lives to get there.
You don't need to be a coach per se to be a head NRL coach. You need to be a man manager.
Yeah, man manager, absolutely.
These guys are skilled enough to play first grade. They don't need to be taught how to tackle pass.
No.
Obviously, you put some structure in place, but you're managing personalities.
Absolutely.
That's what you're doing. That's what Wayne Bennett's doing. That's what Bellyache's doing.
Wayne Bennett's game plan is so simple, bro. But
that's the challenge. Is managing personalities.
It's the key.
To be fair, most footy players are head cases.
Yeah, it's true because they've got a fucking screw loose. No, you're totally right. Wayne Bennett's coaching, I never ever sat there going, "What the fuck is he talking about?" With the game plan, it was so simple.
Yeah.
You look at the Storm for years; they were almost called too boring.
Yeah.
You look at the Roosters, it's simple. You look at Penrith now; it looks like a relatively simple game plan that they're playing.
Yep.
It's every player that is playing first grade, aside from a few that you're like, mate, you should not be a first grader. They just need to be managed well enough that they buy in to as a team to whatever you're trying to do fully.
Look, easier said than done.
It's fucking tough.
Obviously, even coaching or having some, small role with the under-19s, I did. You've just got so many different characters.
Yeah.
But when you've got them all on board, it's such a good feel within the side.
Yeah.
But at some point, when times get tough, you're managing you got to put your arm around him. You got to give him tough love. It's a juggling act. It's hard,
mate. Absolutely. It's the hardest part. Tactics aren't that detailed. At the end of the day, you run harder.
That's the easiest part of footy.
Absolutely.
He's coming up with game plans. Having them in the right headspace is the hardest part about being a coach.
And getting 17 blokes willing to think of the team before themselves in all scenarios.
Yes.
That's so tough. It's so tough.
It's the challenge.
Cronulla and Kempy, is this the most stacked rookie class in history? Nah. We say that all the time.
The what?
Oh, is this the most stacked rookie class in history?
Rookie.
As in, rookies of 2000 whatever? No. Fuck. I guess, there'd be years you'd go back and look back and you'd go, holy shit. You might go Israel Folau's year or Greg Inglis's year, Jared Haynes' year. Or, Ben Barber. Ben Barber took a year or two to get to where he needed to go. Boys, are Para underrated or will they fade from Alex Rabati? I think Para are better than they were last year. But I still think...
Convinced.
I'm still not fully convinced because I feel they could have put Roosters away quite convincingly. In saying that, this is me talking from a perspective of saying that I think they have the roster to win a premiership.
Yes. I just don't think the game management's there yet.
It could be by the end of the year, though.
Yeah.
In saying that, they have wow, that's a bullet, but that's a bad play.
It's frustrating.
That's a silly play. Just 6 again.
Just put it into the end goal.
Just 6 again. You're 24-12. Put it in the end goal and get a repeat set.
Put your ego aside. Don't want to, don't try and throw the fancy pass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That's what's going to cost them making a grand final.
Oh, 100%.
Stuff like that.
I said at the start of the game as well, like their biggest issue is they go lateral just trying to score all the time. Like, just get a repeat set. And what's frustrating is like this is their Achilles heel. If they could sort this out.
It's been like that for the last 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. If they could sort this out.
They're lucky to get the ball back.
They're lucky to get the ball back, but it was a nothing play. Like that didn't stop it from landing in like it's not like the hit stopped it from landing in Sivo's hand. It was always falling short.
Yep.
Ikevalu always had it covered. They've gotten fortune here, but if they were playing the Storm right now, the Storm would have fucking. I know they beat the Storm earlier in the year, but this game, I just think the Storm would have been. Look good. That's great. That's fantastic. Great short ball. Get in the ground. That's what I want to see.
Yes.
You got short ball. Let's go again. Get to the middle now. Get to one of those goalposts. Boom, we're on the goalpost. Yep.
Let's play there. You've attracted defenders. Have a look up. Should be a penalty.
That should definitely be a penalty. Now get to 6 again.
It's just
is it the 5th?
Lateral.
That's what.
It's too lateral.
Why? Is it the 5th or the 4th? I thought it was a 4th.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Fox Sports has fucked us there. That's silly. 6 to go.
6 to
Okay,
go.
that's smart. Well done, Papali'i. You're
Papali'i,
you're
so Chechen.
Sorry, brother. You're a fucking.
Chechen was going to cause it.
Mate, Papali'i's playing
That
fucking
could've
chess. I was playing checkers.
Oh,
So that's a 10 in the bin.
That's 10
That's
in the
got to
bin.
be 10 in the bin. They talked it up at the. This is what frustrates me. They come out and say we're not going to let them continue to infringe in the 6 again thing, and then they come out and they don't do anything about that. That's a clear 10 in the bin, in my opinion. Like, it might sound harsh, but the frustrating thing with the 6 again rule now at the moment is a lot of teams are like, let's just give it away, and then they'll just lie on them. Honestly, if I saw 2 to 3 on their line, you'd be gone. Tackled in opposing half, 74-14
wow.
to the Eels, and they're only 20. They're like,
Down by 12.
yeah, Roosters are still in the game. Set restart 6-0.
I want
To
see
the
what they do
Eels.
next. So look, it's a typical Joey play. Wide ball from 9.
Yep.
Try and cater ABC defenders.
Just got to be calm here. Just stay calm. The try will definitely come, and even if it doesn't,
Wide pass. They're too clunky.
yeah, don't kick it. But that's the thing. Like, just stay calm here. It's 24-12. You don't need to you know what I mean. You don't need to score points. You just need to keep the ball. You just need to get repeat sets. Keep them in their own end. That was their run before their last tackle. Like, it's just clunky, man. That's 6 again.
Wow. Let's see what they do here now.
But you know what? That simple play got him that 6 again because he just went for the grubber for the repeat set. If he throws this long ball, so that's all they need to do. Just keep him here. Keep him here for the next 20 minutes.
Exactly.
It's 24-12. You don't even need to score.
What does that decoy do?
That's a try from Sivo. It's fucking just fucked up. That was like an ugly try. And, but in saying that all just came off them just getting repeat set after repeat set after repeat set. It wasn't incredible play.
No.
It wasn't like, it was a fatigue, poor decision from the defense.
And an absolute monster of a winger.
Yeah. Like, poor from Keegan, that's poor. Shouldn't have done that. And that's what you can do when you just build pressure. If you're build pressure, and those plays will come. Keegan comes out of line when he fully doesn't need to. Like, that's just nothing play. If he stays in the line there, he allows when Sivo steps back in, guess who's standing right there?
Yeah, exactly.
Keegan is standing right there.
Oh, they're challenging it.
Challenging
I
it.
think
Wow.
we couldn't. Isaac Liu got taken out. Couldn't come across. He was checked here. Watch. I thought they might pull this up. So outside shoulder of Walker.
Oh, fuck. I don't know about that. He can't disappear.
So you can have that. It's within the rules.
Yeah, but where's he supposed to go?
So,
he goes through the line. He's through the line.
So
Where's he supposed to go? Just disappear? Like, he's not. That's not even his hole.
Definitely, that's a try.
That's a try. Where can he go?
Well,
How would you ever run that line?
if Sam Walker went down, it would be no try because it was his outside shoulder. See,
Oh
no
my
try.
God.
Yeah, outside shoulder.
Sam Walker didn't even try to get across there.
Yeah, I know, but
That's ridiculous.
yeah,
That is
that is
ridiculous.
stupid. No one was stopping him there.
That is ridiculous.
Fair challenge. So yeah, obviously,
But look, he
Papali'i
stops.
needs to keep moving.
But
He
he-
needs to just keep running through the line.
He did. Oh, in my opinion, he did. He ran 2
Well,
meters
yeah,
through it.
I agree. But within the rules,
From Alan Davis, Kempy, what was the best stadium you played at? Suncorp, obviously.
Suncorp.
So good, Suncorp. So
love
fucking good.
Suncorp.
Especially like a full house Suncorp.
Ugh.
It is. You just can. It's like a blanket. Just
Gives me goosebumps thinking about it.
fuck. This is the thing as well. Like Sam Walker. Like yes, they've been starved of possession, but people hyping Sam Walker up and just thinking saying these outrageous things. He's been relatively quiet for 60 minutes.
I haven't had the ball.
Yeah, I know, but still,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like you got to find a way. And so
If they can jag, so there's still 20 minutes to go. I mean,
100%. What's going on here? Is that a penalty?
Chechen's lost control of this game completely.
What's going on? But that's what I mean is you just got to be patient with Sam Walker. Like literally, there was one journo that said even if he doesn't play another game this year, he should win Rookie of the Year.
Well,
Head clash.
Jesus.
Just got to be patient. Just got to be patient with Sam Walker. It's going to take. Don't expect him to do what he did last week every single week because this is what's going to happen. He did what he did last week. Then he does like one try assist, and people are going to start saying, "Fuck, like he's not even playing that good. He only did one try." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be patient. It's going to take time. He's incredible. He's a gun. They have had no ball here, but don't sit there and think that he's going to do what he did last week every single week. Last week was incredible from Sam Walker.
Look, see how that's what Mitch Moses should be doing. See, Sam Walker's breaking it down.
Yeah.
He'll know when to pull the trigger here.
And look where he's getting on the field. Boom.
Oh shit!
But that was the right play though, because it was just Crichton dropping the ball.
Well, Manu needed to square up.
Is the right idea though? Do you know what I mean?
The idea was right.
The execution was off, but that's what
That's the style Para should be.
I think so
implementing
too.
More.
Yep.
I love the way they want to shift and play lateral, but it's got to be balanced.
Look, he hits that, he'll get to his
Manu
front.
plays out the back.
He'll get to his front, and he'll get quick to play ball, and they just go again. Here he is, the big boy. He's back. That's a scary thing bringing him on up. With 10 to go, after 20 to go.
Sorry, Camby, give me 2 seconds.
No, it's all right.
Bumblebee.
Just got it. I just think Para, they've got so much potential. They're right there. They're definitely a top 4 side. They've got a sniff to win a premiership. Honestly, just got to be a little bit more structured and play through the middle.
More patient.
A little bit more patient. And just hitting points on the field, and the tries will come because they got guns. Like look what Fergo did in the first half.
Yeah.
They've got the cattle to do the special things that need to be done. You got Gutho at the back.
I hope he plays for Samoa. I know Australia.
Big boy, Paulo.
Yeah.
Should be
He'll earn
interesting.
his money at Origin and then make himself available for Samoa. Fingers crossed.
I mean, I don't want to speak for him, but as you said, he earned money in Origin, and then I can see him doing that. But
It's like the thing about playing for Samoa or Tonga or Fiji is you can't put a price on it.
yeah.
You know, after experiencing playing for, being a half caste, obviously you cop a lot of shit, but to actually wear the jersey and experience the culture of your ancestors, it just, you can't put a price. There's no value to that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'd happily give up the 50 grand to play for Australia to represent another
Samoa,
Tonga or Fiji.
It's look all those boys, the Tongan boys, that what they achieved, like,
They bought into
that was a penalty.
Chechen.
That was a penalty.
Sack Chechen.
That is outrageous. He didn't even hit his head.
It's a fairly large head too.
That is, if that's where the game's going, that's extremely worrying.
Oh.
If that is going to become the norm, where a shot like that is a penalty.
We spoke about it a few weeks ago. I remember when Jaden Sewer got penalised for tackling too hard.
Yeah.
What did he say? What was the... I can't remember the term.
Unnecessary roughness or some shit like that. Here we go here. Good squaring up there. Bit too sideways there. Oh, so Joey's playing 6 now. Okay, all right. I didn't even fucking know that. Fuck, he's so elusive, Teddy. Fuck. Sean Lane there was doing everything he can to grab him.
So much time to go. Ice.
Wow. Got to get off the line here. Just sprint at that half. Good
There's that ball. Oh.
But they earned it. They earned that ball. Do you know what I mean? They got the quick play the ball in the middle. They played direct.
Between the tram lines.
Yep.
Play between the tram lines. Pull the trigger.
They earned it. And that's it. That's the difference. Is like you compare that to up the other end of the field.
When Moses
threw the exact same thing, they look at the quick play. Quick play the ball. Gets up here. They're just getting to the line. And then boom.
Oh, yep. That's a difference, Kempy.
It's a difference.
We should be coaching.
We should be.
Brad Arthur, you're going, mate.
See, I think
Look
it's
at that
more.
ball.
It's a great ball. It's a great ball. As left to right too. Wow. And again, that Sivo that probably could have been judged his winger a little better. Man, if Roosters win this game, fuck, honestly, it'll be a great win for the club.
Oh.
Great win for the club. Brandon C. Rennie, should NRL clubs look at Super League more? Look, Super League's solid, but like I think, people don't understand the difference in level of players.
There's definitely some talent over there.
Oh, absolutely. But not to the point where, like, if anything, we should be looking at Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, those nations first, and bringing those players through great systems.
Yep.
That's where I'd be looking first.
You look what the NFL are doing in American Samoa. So they're taking kids out of the islands and bringing them through the college system.
Yep.
I think Petro's got a pretty good system going at the moment. Well, you got the Fijian side in the Metro Cup, don't you?
Yeah, I think they're coming into it. Yep.
Yeah, well, they're in. They're in it
already?
See them around, yeah.
Okay,
the
sweet.
Fijian boys. That's what we should be doing. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, he's nailed it. Wow, could it be? Could it
I
be?
think Gus talks about it a fair bit too. We should be paying more attention to the Pacific players.
Mate, we should
bringing
be
them into a scholarship system, bringing them through systems.
Absolutely, and that's when you really could do a draft. If you created enough systems in all the islands, and had drafts bringing them through, that's, you know what I mean. Like at the moment, we can't do a draft because there's not really the talent there. But if you truly had pathways for all the young Fijian kids, all the Tongan, Samoan, Cook Island,
more clubs aren't doing it.
Just resources probably. I'd assume. Look at that, Sam Walker, 13 try assists. He's only one behind Jerome Luai, and he's only played 6 games.
Yeah, well, rookie of the year.
Fuck me dead. Yeah, give it to him, even if he doesn't play fucking another game.
And he's got no hamstrings.
Literally no hamstrings. He's the first player ever to play without a hamstring.
An unborn hamstring. Still in the lab. They're growing. Wait till he gets hamstrings.
Mate, he'll be unstoppable. He's already Joey without the hamstring. He's going to be fucking Joey 2.0. I tell you what, what I do love is the fact that he really hasn't impacted the game before this. Yes, I understand they haven't had much footy, but they still have had some footy. But he's so good at when he does get the ball at the end of the game, like the Sharks game, of delivering in the big moment at such a young age.
Yep.
Like that play just there was all Sam Walker's incredible cutout pass. And there's also him laying the lines to get him to where he needed to go.
Yeah. Guiding the team around.
Yeah. Because right now he doesn't have a 6. He's got Joey Manu. And like just
this is huge if he wins this
game,
pulls this off. Huge.
Fucking massive. Fuck. Hargreaves just tried to fight him just then. And I tell you what, if the Roosters win this game, I would be ropeable if I'm Brad Arthur.
Oh.
Absolutely ropeable.
I don't think he's too impressed anyway, even if they win.
Yeah, even if they win it. Yeah, I agree. It really should be about 4 to 10, 12 or whatever. From Sean Ross. AFL gets a talent from territory and islands in through scholarships. If private schools through Victorian SA League need to do similar. Totally agree, Sean.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Like, there are so many young Indigenous lads out in Northern
absolutely.
Territory that you just wouldn't believe the skills they have.
Yeah.
And they don't have any...
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And there's no incentive to say, we will help you with your life. Because a lot of these kids also, even in Samoa, like, they don't have any opportunities.
No.
Whereas if you came to them and said, we'll educate you, we'll make sure your culture is respected in the sense that when you get here, you won't just be in Australia and let's just fucking do your best. We'll have mentors around you that are Samoan, all that kind of stuff, and Polynesian. Imagine, like, you'd find 3 or 4 Taumalolos in the next 10 years.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Literally, and that's not even an exaggeration. You literally would. If you brought them in from, look at Gutho, fuck, he's good. If you brought them in from a young age and gave them the resources they need, because it's a thing that a lot of people just don't realise that we take for granted as Aussies. That, like, if I'm a 5-year-old kid, I can go to a good club all the way till 16 and be trained semi-professionally.
Yes.
With great resources, connections to the big clubs, all the systems, everything. If I'm a young Samoan kid in a village, 6 again, in a village out in the middle of nowhere, I'm playing with a Coke bottle, just watching the TV.
With the coconut.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yet we wonder, like, we downplay or not appreciate the fact that, could you imagine if all of those kids just moved next week to Australia and had the same opportunities? Imagine the difference it would make. It would be incredible. Or if in the perfect world, we put infrastructures there for them to still live where they're from and make the decision if they want to, kind of come along. Long term, have a Samoan side in the NRL long term. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a scary to think how good the Polynesian community could be.
Yeah, and whoever brought that up on the questions there, the Indigenous kids that are out there. I mean, they're the priority.
Yeah,
imagine,
absolutely.
These communities. There'd be so many kids out there that we should be supporting and bringing into the NRL.
My brother used to work.
I know we do it.
Yeah. But like good, like very clear pathways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And batches, like they're like.
We're just too result driven. Like we just. I don't know how to explain it properly, but it's like clubs aren't thinking long term.
Well, look what Penrith did.
Like a Penrith.
Yeah.
Well, let's think about our club and where it can be in 10, 15 years. Let's start putting more into the development and be a Melbourne Storm.
Yeah. You know what it is, bro? It's people, and understandably, it's just people that are worried about their jobs year to year.
Yes, you're right, correct.
And they're just like, if I'm not getting results, oh no, please just be like one of those stingers. Oh no.
Cindus.
Please just be.
Oh, it's Cindus.
Oh, fuck. Please just be a burner.
You know, I've done syndesmosis about 4 times, and he pointed to, like, up his leg. So I thought, CEO, he's grabbing a little bit higher.
Yeah.
So the pains comes higher when you... poor bugger.
Fuck, please be sweet. 13 try-assists in 6 games. He's averaging
18 years old.
More than 2 try-assists a game in his first 6 games. Fuck. That's fucking incredible.
That's insane.
That is fucking incredible. Please be okay. Could you imagine if they lose him? Like, fuck. It's hard doing the Gutherino. Strap it up. Just fucking glue it back on.
Son, just
You'll be right, mate. Yeah, you're good. You're good to go, bruss.
Lucky he has no hemi.
Yeah, fucking oath. weigh him down if he had hammies. Would have held him there longer. And oh my god, oh my fuck,
Yeah.
that is a coach killer if I've ever seen one.
Yes, it is.
Wow, that is oh my god. From Cliff Kinahui Tonga. Apologies if I got that wrong, brother. So he says, hi, Denon. Apparently, Peter Vandies is working with the Oz government to fund rugby league in secondary schools in the Pacific Islands. Don't forget about the talent in places like Solomon, Vanuatu. There's some Melmaningas out there too. No, 100%. The whole
Pacific.
whole Pacific. Yeah.
Polynesia.
Yeah, I totally agree. The whole Pacific, there is just untapped talent, and also the if we can somehow give the Pacific more opportunities that we have in Australia, bigger than football. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
bigger than football, to give them a part, like just a better life.
Yep.
I'm all for that. All for that. You know what I mean? The amount of kids that I saw. Like, if I didn't have sport to keep me on the straight and narrow, I honestly don't know. Like, I'm not sitting here saying I'm some fucking bikie and going to do something. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here saying that. But it's a thin line.
Yeah,
it's a thin line. You can't, you fucking, you don't. If I don't have sport to drive me and I'm already a highly strung, energetic guy, what am I going to be doing?
Well, I mean, like, given the representation of Polynesians, Indigenous, within our game, and the talent that's, what is it, 48%?
Yeah, I think it's over 50. If you include Indigenous and Polynesian, it's more than 50.
You'd be mad not to put more resources into it.
Absolutely. Especially when Australia basically has all the resources it needs for Australians.
I think the NRL are. I'm not too sure. I could be.
Well, I think Vlandis that's what he's trying to do. He's working with the Australian government to get a fund rugby league in secondary schools. So yeah, no, like I totally agree. I think that most Aussie kids have enough. Obviously there are some Aussie kids that struggle, but
of course.
there's everyone struggles. But there's pathways. No, surely not.
What the hell is going on,
Mate, the Roosters are just so unlucky.
Oh my God!
Surely
See
not.
how he squares up there? Forward pass.
Forward. That was forward.
Whose fault's that? J-Miles or Tubes overrunning it?
Fuck. Because it was behind him a bit as well, wasn't it? Oh, I'll have a look again. I can't really remember. Oh, it's a cramp. Thank God. Thank God.
The magic sponge.
Magic water. Let's have a look here. Oh,
It's just a bad pass.
it's a bad pass. I think Toops was sweet.
Oh my God.
Wow, it was bad for such a professional too.
He did everything right there, Sam Walker. He played at slow tempo.
Yep.
Squared up his defender.
Gave them numbers. They had numbers at the end.
Numbers.
Yep.
Who's this kid?
I think that's Fafita.
Another Fafita.
Another Fafita. But I don't know. I don't know if they're related. I'm pretty sure it's Fafita, but it's like a different Fafita. It's like a different Fafita though. Like it's got another he's got two last names. I think I'll just get it up. Oh, it's not Fafita. Oh, apologies. You know what is funny is that Fafita, since he did like what he did, Jairo, like punched him in the back of the head, he hasn't played again. And I don't know whether he's still suspended, but I remember saying when it happened, I said, Roosters, they probably won't play him again for a while.
Is
because
that the kid?
That's not Fafita. It's a different guy, but he's a big fucking boy.
Oh, right.
So there was another guy, Fafita, his name, it was Fafita something. They're playing?
They're both on the bench.
That's.
17 is Fafita.
Is his name Fafita or is it two?
It's two names. It's Saluka Fafita.
Yeah, Saluka Fafita. So what is interesting?
Which one had the brain snap that time?
Saluka Fafita. And so it's been interesting because you haven't really seen him have as much minutes since that.
And who did he hit in the back of the head?
Jairo.
That's right.
And so what is interesting is I don't think he's had as much minutes as he had since then. So he's probably going to have to earn back the respect of the boys and everything like because it was such a brain snap.
That's class from Robbo to sit someone out and say, look, this is not what we're about.
Yeah, I think so. Because like for example, this young fella, he's come on before Fafita, hasn't he? Saluka Fafita. So Luca Fafita hasn't been on the field yet.
That's raked. It's definitely a hand in there.
He's had 12 minutes.
12 minutes. See, that's very, very little. That's low as minutes. And so I just wonder whether Robbo's slowly pushing him back in to say, mate, like if you do stuff up, you've got to earn it back.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
because it is interesting that he only got 12 minutes. He should, in a game like this, he should have got, 20, 30, really. Joshua Steele, JYH does that every week and still gets minutes. That's nonsense. I've never, ever seen Hargreaves punch a guy in the back of the head. Like, he's grubby, but he's never punched a bloke in the back of the head.
I've seen him elbow plenty of people.
Yeah, but fuck, everyone gets elbowed. It's a huge decision here. Huge decision. Because
Massive.
oh, here we go.
Unsuccessful.
Oh, inconclusive.
Inconclusive.
What does that mean?
Fuck.
Oh, okay, so they challenged it. Not enough evidence.
Not enough evidence.
Oh, I knew it was going to come. Oh, wait, bro, listen to this question. Crenalian, thoughts on Penrith's stacks on last game? Now, I don't know whether you're Crenalian. I don't know whether you're asking that as because it was funny. But if you're asking that as in a sense of it's some sort of disrespect, bruh.
I'm all for it.
It's young blokes scoring tries and enjoying themselves.
It's young blokes that have busted their ass for months on end through summer, doing a preseason, and
Oh, okay. Because it's funny. Thank God, bro. Because if you haven't, not you, I'm not talking about you, bro. But people, if you've got an issue with them celebrating like that,
I had an issue with Crichton the way he celebrated that.
yeah,
I had a massive issue with that.
It was bad. But was it let's label the whole team arrogant?
No.
Mate, I've seen that so many times in footy games.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful, and something should kick off. Absolutely, he's nailed it.
He's nailed it.
There we go. That's the game, I reckon. Oh, who knows? Actually, they score one, try convert. They could, back into it. I agree. I'm never going to see it. Crichton, what he did was silly. But you got to remember, this is a fucking 20-year-old kid, layering up, little bit of a show on the back.
From out Mountie County.
Yeah,
from out Jewett.
It's disrespectful, absolutely, and it's stupid. But it's not let's not sit here and go, oh, well, he must be a certain type of person,
Yes.
And I think a lot of people were trying to attach that to oh, fucking this, that, and the next thing. It's
arrogant,
yeah, and it's come on, this is footy. It's a bit of he was disrespectful, but who cares? Not that big of a deal. I'd be more. Went to Cartwright, best hammies in the country. Yeah, again, yes, it's disrespectful, and if Tarpaner had have fucking dropped him, then that's what you get.
Yeah.
That's sweet. But it's not that big of a deal in my opinion.
Do you know any inside information to why Tarpaner's not starting?
Well, just Ricky Stewart's just said it's because he's not playing well, straight up. So, and I'm assuming he's had quite a harsh conversation with Tarpaner, and that's where the disgruntlement may be coming from. I'm not sure. It's an assumption. I don't know. I'm just going off, past knowledge that I've heard of how that's
footy.
Great. Wow.
That's much better.
That's what you want, baby.
Back
D
through
Bizzle,
the
baby.
middle. See,
D Bizzle.
turning players under.
All through the middle.
All through the middle.
D Bizzle through the middle, baby. Off that left foot.
They just made it hard for themselves.
They always make it hard for themselves. Honestly, they always do.
Recovery's going to suck tomorrow.
I remember
sore as hell.
I watched them versus Sharks, and this was a game that they actually played really well because they got look at this, just back through the middle.
Look at the space there. Look.
Yep, back through the middle.
A bit of second phase.
Off the left foot, baby. Bit of business. A few weeks ago, they played the Sharks, and they had the Sharks on their line for so long, and they were patient. They were it's the most patient I've ever seen the Eels, and they couldn't score to save their life for 60 minutes. It was fuck, honestly, I don't even know if they're going to score, and they should be scoring.
Yep.
Then, in the last 20 minutes, they put about fucking 20 on them. And, that's all they have to do.
Down.
They just,
Chip away. Look
at this left foot, baby. This is the business. Bosa. He's quite good physique, man. Fuck, he's got a good physique, Dylan Brown. Like, just so athletic. That's the game stealer, though. That's what you want to from your young, up-and-coming half. Stepping up in big moments like that. Did you see a parrot girl in the background?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Let's go, baby. She's keen as.
Don't go at Army, baby. Let's go.
There he is. Very sexy man. That could be the marquee Samoan for you boys.
There you go.
Just out the front.
Jerome Luai.
Win's a win. I hate to say it, but like I'm still not convinced. But I hate to say it because it's a fucking great win, 31-18. But look at the injuries they had. Like, and I'm not sitting
The
here.
amount of possession they had.
Yeah.
Still leaked 18 points.
Well, and I'm only like, look, put it this way: if we're just talking top four, we're just talking top four. Great game. Got the win. Roosters hung in there. Fuck. But if we're talking, I think Eels can win it. And you go, what would have Penrith or Storm done to the Roosters tonight if they had that much possession? And so I'm just speaking relatively of like, that's where the Eels can be. The Eels roster, in my opinion, is just as good as the Storm could be just as good. Could be just as good as this the Storm and Penrith Panthers. You know, Mitchell Moses is still 26. He's had games where you're going, fuck, he is one of the best halves in the comp. You know, Gutho is one of the best fullbacks in the comp, top 5 definitely. You know, Fergo and Sivo, you could argue, are right up there as the best wingers in the comp. You know, their forward pack, you've got the Junior Paulo, the current like number one, or at least on par with Fisher Harris.
Yep.
You know, Papali'i, who was the form back row of the comp. You know what I mean? So when you start really breaking down their team, it is a top tier team. So
absolutely.
Look, the good thing is they got the win and they can keep building on it. What's weird is they've decided now to like start, you know, just
playing back through the middle.
Yeah, playing through the middle. And just a bomb. Simple. Real simple. He's never going to drop that Tupu. He's so good under the high ball. It's a joke. Josh Schuster, Samoan.
Yep.
He is a fucking talent, bro. He's a scary talent.
Very famous surname, Schuster.
John
Schuster, Peter Schuster.
Rachel Richards. Parallel without Reed, though, Kempy. Surely they calm down. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. The only problem is that the problems that they're having aren't from a dummy half decision making. It's from the halves spreading it constantly.
I'd like to see him have more plays around the 9, though. You can see how they shift really wide to each half.
Yep.
And it just doesn't...
But it's a good point, though. It's a very good point. Reed Marnie does definitely lock that middle down a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's a very good point. Yeah, I got it. Vinny48, Kemp Dog, you play too many Drake songs in your Insta story, bro. Okay.
Cut the Drake out, would you?
Yeah, sorry, man. I just kind of like it, eh?
Sorry for liking it.
Yeah, sorry for liking music. That's my taste. I won't do it anymore. Sorry, bro.
Hotline bling.
Top Gun recovery. Why so negative? Might as well listen to it. How is what we've been saying negative?
Negative about what?
The Eels, clearly. Top Gun recovery records are being... We're literally saying they've got the team to win the premiership, and if they just sort a few things out...
Not negative. Not at all.
We're literally giving them a compliment.
Yes.
Do you think we'd be sitting here and saying that about the Broncos right now? We would be like, fantastic win.
Yeah.
Like, incredible win. 31-18, fucking well done.
Yeah, it's you've taken it the wrong way, old Top Gun.
Yeah, sorry, Top Gun, bro, but we're
saying pound for pound, you know, like the players that are in this roster, they are a top 4 side.
They can win a premiership.
They just need to adjust some minor things.
They are in a premiership window right now.
Yes.
Right now they can win a premiership. If they are, in my opinion, capable this year of winning a premiership. As I've said, I think a fucking 1,000 times this tonight. We're what do you want us to say? Fucking fantastic, like great game, who gives a fuck? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man, honestly.
Come on, Top Gun.
Top Gun. Come on, bruz. Flea427 says, Eels fan. All good, boys. No negative stuff here. Thomas Brown, any new bloke stuff coming out for Origin? Yes, there is, bro. And I cannot fucking wait for you guys to see the cans and the merch and that coming out. I just got to post this and then we'll give our final thoughts. Yeah, we got big plans. Oh, everyone in the chat, make sure to join the Bloke Club at bloke.club because we are doing a massive giveaway. Well, it's not really a giveaway. It's a massive prize for all 3 Origins. So only Bloke Club players, community members, will be eligible to win the prize for each Origin, and it's a fucking sick prize. Someone said, Joshua Steele said, "Whoa, we are seeing him post on his Insta. This is surreal." Inception, boys. You've seen how the magic happens. You've seen how the magic happens. Yeah, huge things for Origin, guys. Trust me, like it's a fucking great prizes. So join the Bloke Club. We also have Origin shirts, new design, New South Wales Bloke and Queensland Bloke shirts, new design, and also new design Origin cans. So these were the old ones. These were this year's. We've got new designs for this year and the shirts. So stay tuned.
Let's go.
Final. When are the hoodies coming out? Probably 12 weeks, I'd say. But they have been ordered. They're getting made right now.
Right at the end of winter.
Do we have to pay for the Bloke Club? No, the Bloke Club is completely free. Just go to bloke.club and you can sign up. Completely free. Thoughts on the game?
Thoughts? I think Roosters, they fought hard, and I don't think they'd be too. I think Robbo would be proud of their efforts. Parramatta just want them to play a bit more through the middle. I think they're an outstanding side. Definitely could win a premiership, Top Gun, but I'd like them to not play as lateral. You saw the success they had when they started going through the middle.
Yep. No, I totally agree. I actually think Robbo would be happy. I don't see Robbo being. I think he'll be like, boys, you hung in there for so fucking long. With so much against us, with so much. I mean, even our half got injured at the end. Tokiaho had to come from the field at the end. So I think it was an incredibly gutsy effort that Robbo will be extremely proud of. I think it's a solid effort by the Eels. They got the win. They got what needed to be. They did what they needed to do. They won the game, which is the main thing.
Yes.
Now, if they just can tweak it a little bit, and maybe Reid can do that for them, just a few tweaks, and I can see them continue. I can see them being a much better side, and maybe getting to a prelim final, which would be better than where they've been. I can't see them winning it yet with the guys like Storm and that, but tweaks to get them to a prelim, and maybe chat. And if they improve, put it this way: if Moses and Dylan Brown can fully lock that middle section out and get it to the point where they can get it, need to get it to. I think they can challenge Penrith and the Storm. As we are right now, I think that they probably have the potential to be prelim. But good stuff. I still think the Eels are a better side than they were last year, which is positive signs. Anything to announce or anything like that or talk about that you need?
No, that's it, Kempy.
All right.
Just living life, baby.
All right. Follow Rennie on Instagram at Rennie Matua.
That's it.
Rennie04, baby. Make sure to grab a case of Bloke in a Bar, Mother's Milk. This is all empty now. And I'll go and fuck myself. Thank you.